boss or something like that. The boss, Big E Langston, the boss.
I'm glad you saved the game.
Yeah, I saved it before I put it.
Oh yeah, because the power went out. Yeah.
He just like rips the straps down. He's like, you know what?
Smart.
I'm gonna break your arm, I'm gonna bust your face, and then I'm gonna drink a whole bunch of fucking beer.
All right, chapter
Like,
3.
Biggie Langston be this party. I'd be like, dude, think of it as like you're the alpha party guy,
No, I gotta
but
pee.
you're also like dead serious, and you're like an assassin, dude. Like you're like an assassin.
They don't care.
You're like a dude who
They're like,
lives
it's
out
cold.
in
We just need to bundle up, and
deadly fucking.
it's like animals do. And
And you're gonna
he
be
thinks that's an invite.
like the bigger and blacker Kurt Angle. Like that's what we're gonna make you, Biggie. We're gonna make you like fucking
that-
Mr. like goddamn promo America. And I'd have
Plus,
Biggie
I was
Langston
gonna have
coming
some
out there
roses
like,
soon,
here's
so
what,
I'll
here's,
have
what,
to-
here's what we're gonna do, fucker. You know,
Numbs.
Langston just throw that fucking microphone down. I'd have him spear some son of a bitch. Man, I would just have him cut these promos because I think there's these promos in Big E.
Okay,
That
resume
just
game.
doesn't even get to have.
Scanning
He knows
Bridges
he's-
ID.
he knows his
Verifying
gimmick is
ID.
the silly, big character
Clear.
guy.
Weapons
There's
detected.
this
All
other side
weapons
of
will be
Big E.
locked
I've
until
seen it in
departure.
his,
Cargo
Instagram
verified.
videos.
Thank you.
I've seen it in his Twitter. There's this darker side to Big E. It's just dying to come out of that guy, where he's just a badass.
Bunch of stuff.
He's really, absolutely hindered by the WWE. And it's really pathetic. It's really terrible. I would start with the WWE. I would start with the Continental Championship, and just destroying somebody, or if not destroying somebody, having a ladder match with somebody, and then just it'd be all about promos. It'd be all about these promos. I don't know.
It's not so bad.
So I picked a bunch of white guys and they got one black guy in there. So I'm like AEW, I got diversity going on. Cody, Jericho, Darby Allin. Cody, Jericho, Darby Allin. Man, you know what? Speaking of that, I would take Scorpio Sky as well. I would take Scorpio Sky. Christopher Daniels, I love Christopher Daniels, but he's older now and lame. I hate to say that. I like Christopher Daniels, he's awesome. Older and lame. Kazarian is whatever. He's a very good talent, but I would take Scorpio Sky. That guy still moves like he's really. I like that guy too. He's a guy I can see him in matches with guys like Ricochet and Adam Cole and Kevin Owens and stuff like that. So I would have. So far, my roster consists of Jericho, Cody, Kenny Omega, John Moxley, Darby Allin, Scorpio Sky, Big E Langston, Kevin Owens, Adam Cole, Ricochet, and then I said Big E already. So yeah, it would be that's my core right now. That's what I got in my head right now. There's people I'm missing, obviously. I mean, I'd probably take AJ Styles. You'd have to take AJ. It's just the current AJ is the mail-it-in AJ. We're watching AJ Styles, who
Where am I
just
supposed
wants to
to
see
go?
his family and just wants to take it easy and that type of thing, which I don't blame him for. You know, he didn't want to be champion anymore. He wanted to, like, hey, listen, I've been fucking touring all over the place doing everything. This is for a younger guy. Give this to somebody else. Zet Phone, thank you for subscribing to the channel, man. What's going on? Thank you, man. Antonio Brinkley says the fact that a grown man watches WWE and AEW is cringe. Then why are you here? Why would you be watching me, a grown man, who's talking about wrestling? By the way, without grown men, there aren't wrestlers. You idiot. People are dumb as fuck. Grown men are the wrestlers. You idiot. He's here because he likes me? Oh, really? I don't know. I don't know how you could like me if I'm sitting here talking about wrestling. I'll talk about anything, though. This is Anything Goes. I recommend you check out my other YouTube channel, which is called Corrupted Nation. There's no wrestling on that channel, Corrupted Nation. You will like all the other stuff.
Yeah, it is. See the main bout's over with though.
I'm sorry, that's a great point. Eugene, thank you, Eugene. And I gave you a shout out on
Much as possible.
It's
It
yes.
reminds me of this kid's book. This guy that walked around with a shit ton of hats, and I can't remember the name of the book. Carrying all the things. Speaking of YouTube, I defeated their copyright claim on 3 of my videos today. Yep. The in-game music. I disputed it and said it's in-game music. I didn't use it, and they removed the strikes. I am streaming on Twitch, but I put them on YouTube as well afterwards. Delivered the lost cargo first. Get rid of all this heavy shit.
Hollywood, the TV stations, and who owns Hollywood and the TV stations? All of the big, rich, crazy people. And who owns Google?
There we go.
So, no, they don't want this at all. I said this 5 years ago. Guys,
hey man, how's it going? Guys like you make this
Sup?
hard bridges. Thank you, Sam.
this system's going to come down because they're going to start taking this away on purpose. And I said this 5 years ago. Go back and watch my streams 5 years ago. And it began to happen exactly like that, especially 3 years ago. Just fucking, it's incredible how it's actually come true. Like, it's
Until the next delivery, man.
If you go back to my 2013,
Sure thing.
2014 videos, it's like, fucking,
Good work.
it's like somebody listened to my fucking rap on how to do it. Like, they fucking totally fucking did it. Oh, that's Leah's sister pulled up behind me.
I like his car podcast.
Leah's sister's here to rest
He totally stole that from Dr. What's his name? The crackhead dude. Dr. What's his name?
Welcome, welcome.
That's always on Monetize This.
You're watching your boat the whole way. I hate to be a hard ass, but I've got to ask.
Yeah.
Everything you're transporting above board, nothing dangerous or illicit.
Dr. Earl. Yeah, Dr. Earl.
I'm gonna have to take a second look.
Yeah.
All clear. Not picking up anything unusual. Cargo looks great too. Been a while since we got some of this stuff.
It's a mess right now. Leah's sister
Give me that S.
Leah's nudes they leaked a couple years ago. You know, we had to, I'm just kidding.
Sweet.
Well, her brother is gay.
Sorry for the hassle.
Goodness, sister.
Can't be too careful these days. Oh, we heard you were carrying a Cupid. That right? You're clear to link us up.
Wait, did the Fiend actually attack him? Because I said Daniel Bryan. I would love for Daniel Bryan to be the Fiend's next attack. Opponent. Eugene, man, thank you for the donation. Wow, that's crazy. That's exactly what we said last week. We wanted to work with Daniel Bryan because they had good chemistry. It's wild. Spoiler, I guess, but whatever. Oh, it happened on SmackDown? Did I miss that? Did I miss that on SmackDown? Dude, I watched SmackDown. I reviewed it. Did I miss SmackDown? I watched it. Oh,
So
was it
finally
showing
on the
live?
network.
Okay.
Long time coming. We won't hold anything back. Capital Knot Studio.
Hey, what's up, Mickey?
We've all volunteering makes everyone safer.
Mickey's
I'm
watching.
all for it. You can bet I'm not the only
Student
one who
worker.
feels that way.
The
I
Mickelson.
suppose it was better when Bridges one first came this way. At least I don't remember terrorists and BTs making our lives
Terrorists.
difficult
I
back
said
then.
hi, goddammit.
Well, be careful.
No, I'm sure you heard you.
The world's not what it used to be. And thank you.
Finally made it past ground zero, Sam. Congratulations. And thank you.
No,
It'll
no, no,
only get
no,
harder
it's good.
from here, though. When we first came through, it was different.
What's up, brother?
Peaceful. The three
Yeah, a lot of
cities
people
out there,
respect the Lord.
Lake, Middle, and South Knot,
No,
were
I'm
all
probably not
on
gonna
board
watch
with
it.
our plans for
No,
reconstruction.
I'm gonna watch
Fragile
it.
Express was contracted by all three and kept supplies moving and people connected. But that all changed a year ago when the Separatists carried out their attacks.
Fucking separatists.
One took out Middle Knot City. They detonated
Retake
nukes
Raw
from the old days. Half of South Knot City went up in the other. Casualties were devastating. Bridges doesn't have the resources to lift up the remaining cities on its
Oh,
own.
Android, man.
We
I mean,
need
iPhones
to
are good,
secure the
but
support of everyone,
I will
even
never
those
pay
who
for
want
giving
nothing to
Apple
do with the
dime ever
UCA.
again. Fuck Apple.
Impossible as that may seem.
Fuck Apple, fuck Mac, whatever the fuck them. They've
The
stole money
situation
from me
has
so many
changed
times.
dramatically.
Better than that
since
piece of
Bridges
shit
one first
computer he
came west.
had.
The destruction of Middle Knot in particular forced us to adapt a new strategy. It's like Amelie said, we don't have the time or resources to construct another knot on
The
that
MacBook
scale.
Pro can.
That's why we've taken to cutting deals with preppers and the like. Our only recourse is to utilize their shelters to bolster the strength of the network.
Yes, especially tangerines. Or, yeah,
Oh, we know.
exactly.
I was expecting them to say yes up front. But even if they don't like dealing with most people, they got on okay with Fragile Express.
Don't tell me. You want us to use her credentials to get in good with them.
Bingo. She's agreed to it too.
And in exchange, she gets...
Cocaine.
Nothing really. A chance to get back at Higgs, I suppose. I can't blame her for wanting one. He took everything from her and then some.
Anthony, thank you for
Time heals some wounds, but not
It was
hers.
now made me
The work ahead
able to
won't be
justify
simple or
this.
easy, but it
She was like,
needs
why are you
doing.
going out to the car?
Get some rest for now.
Now I can be like,
We'll talk
I
more
made
later.
$25. Suck my
Right.
dick. Thank you, Anthony Lavelle. I appreciate
Is that another one? Another Transformer?
It's like some people are just despite the fact that I've been live for 30 minutes.
Honestly, I
But
thought
hey,
it
at
was
least
you
it went
farting.
out, right? I mean,
Yeah.
fuck it,
No.
right? Anthony, thanks, man. And yeah, dude, I just gave my honest opinion. That doesn't mean that I'm right about AEW. A lot of you guys said, Joe, I disagree with you on this one. I had a lot of people say, Joe, I disagree. I thought it was terrible, 2 out of 10. I had other people
We
say,
back on the
"Joe, I
beach again?
disagree. I
Jesus
loved
Christ.
it." I was in the middle. I said, I thought the last 2 matches were great. And I thought they were awesome, actually. I thought the last 2 matches were 8 out of 10 stuff. And obviously the last one was the best. But I thought I just thought the first half of the show was like a 5 out of 10. And there were things that made 0 sense.
For me?
And literally things that were
It's called a
retarded
keeper.
about the show earlier.
It means
And
not
I told you
in
why.
words.
I gave you examples of exactly
You can
why
also
the
use
show
it
made
to
no
count stuff.
sense. And people
I
still
had a
go,
knot when I
like
make
it.
a friend.
Alright.
Okay.
Whatever. I mean, you couldn't get any more ridiculous
Then
than that.
how
Young
about
Bucks
I add
match.
another
That was
knot
the
every
dumbest
time I
thing
see
I've
you?
ever seen on a pay-per-view as far as executing a tag match. It was literally the dumbest thing ever as far as wrestling psychology goes.
This
However,
must be very important
I
to you
was
if you were
entertained
able
by
to
it.
bring it here.
So I gave it
Very
decent
special.
grades
It
because I
is
was
special.
entertained
I
by
made
it.
it for you.
But I did call out the fact that it made no sense. And that anybody...
I'll treasure
I went
it,
into
Sam.
wrestling school. I had people beat like... I would have been beat. You would have been like fucking had your dick broken for that. I'm not saying that that means that you can't do things that way, but it just, again, it doesn't make sense. It'd be like watching an NBA game
Something to eat?
and... Oh shit. Robert!
God, this chick is always trying to get him to eat these bugs.
Ask your boss
Every
man.
fucking time. Get him to eat these bugs.
I mean, why are you here?
Got a delivery for a porter.
Joe, keep on doing what you do. All of
You're
your
gonna
shows
need
are
this
great.
on the road
Your
ahead.
wrestling shows are great.
This will ID you as an associate of Fragile Express.
Watch wrestling that
It's
guy
woven
was
from my
an
blood
idiot.
and chiral
The
crystals.
guy was an idiot. I hope
Think
the
of it
hell's
as a kind of
hope
bond.
the demons are hell eating his bones.
Preppers around these parts won't give you trouble so long
I'm
as
gonna
you
do a
try.
whole show as Alex Jones one day. Oh damn, the hope the demons are hell eating his
We were
asshole.
the only people making deliveries
Robert,
out
thank
here.
you for that very much, man.
This was our
Thank
territory
you for $10, Robert.
until
Joe
Hayes
takes
fucked it all up.
antidepressants and anxiety.
Fucked it
I
up.
don't.
Me,
I don't. I should
the
probably,
Express,
but I don't.
our
I
reputation.
just don't like it. Joe, why are people saying AEW went
Now
too
you wanna
far?
fuck 'em
Fans
back.
are the ones who asked for brutality.
On your
Anybody
own.
saying that AEW went too far is
I'm not
a
on my own.
pussy idiot and should be beaten with a tennis racket.
The cave,
Cornet
Port
style.
Knot City, next to your bed.
NWA Power has been great.
So far apart,
It's a
yet
show.
somehow
I
we
don't
keep
know why
meeting.
you wouldn't spend an hour watching. At
All
some
that
point
BT
during the
country in
week.
between
NWA
where it should have
Power,
been
give it a
caught in
like,
void out.
Give it a comment, support the
Yet
wrestling.
here I am.
give it a donut. And even though Jim Cornette hates my guts, blocked me
Here
and
I am.
talked about me and slandered me at one time.
You can
Despite
use the
slandering
beach.
me, I don't think it
I have
affected my
a-
income. So,
You've got yours. I've got
hey,
mine.
I like Jim Cornette still on commentary, but
I use it to
I
jump
like the
across
guy.
space.
I don't know. Send him a clip of me
I
saying
can't
this,
conjure up
maybe it'll
BTs the way
change his
Heaps
mind.
can. But I can go
like
after him.
Cornette, you know, he
Chase him to
hates
the
me,
beach.
but I know why he does. I'm
Problem
gonna
is,
vote for him.
everyone's got
Sometimes
their
I
own
get
way
it.
in. I'm only
But I love
allowed
his
to pass through the
commentary,
beach
I
I
love
know
Jim
and
Cornette.
understand.
And,
I'm
I
sure
don't
you've
agree
heard
with
the
everything he
term
says, but
multiverse.
fuck it.
Multiverse.
Don't give a shit. I recommend you watch it.
You're alright?
The jumps take a lot out of me.
Man, I don't
Set
know,
my
betting
blood
on
dry.
football right now, I wouldn't bet on football at all right now. I gave up on betting. I said it this morning on my Morning Madness podcast. On
You're going to
Patreon.
Edge Knot City,
I said
right?
I'm never betting again on
Place
this
is full
shit.
of terrorists.
These last 4 weeks of
But if you're
weeks of
dead set on
football
it,
have been fucking retarded.
Then you're gonna have to deal
Dude, the
with
only
it
people that are
sooner or
winning
later.
money are like idiots. How the fuck
Look,
would you win money on football?
I make
You know what you're
deliveries,
talking about
killing
based on who
monsters
won.
and terrorists.
Like
It's not what
some
I
guy
do.
won yesterday who was like,
What
I
if we
wanna-
did it together?
I wanna bet on football.
I could use
And
my
then
power
his
to help you.
His cousin's like, Jimmy,
We
you
don't have
wanna
to
bet
want the
on
same thing to
football?
be on the
And
same
he's like,
side.
I wanna bet on football.
I could send you
You wanna bet on
across my
football? You
beach.
can't bet on football. Oh, come
to
on,
any place the
Carl.
Chiralian's
What's
big
the bet
enough.
on football?
Any place connected to the
Hey,
chiral
he's
network.
retarded.
What do you expect
He
in
wants to
return?
bet on football.
Retarded.
All right. You want to bet on football?
I expect you to think it over.
We want to bet on football. All right, here you go. Here's the fucking pen.
Here.
Here's the teams. Big
Call it an
picks. Here's the
incentive.
spread. Here's we go. Put it in and whatever.
And
But
call
you're
me if
spending
you
your
need
own allowance. You're spending your own money. Fuck. Oh, don't yell at him like that. Well, he's your son-in-law. God damn it, he lives with us. He's always just. He didn't
This
even
will
do
keep
the
us
dishes
connected.
last week.
See
How
you
you
next
know
week.
about his disabilities? I know. I'm treating him like I treat anybody else. Now write it down and pick your picks, and I'll put it in for you. Jesus, he doesn't even watch the games. Well, maybe he'll get something right. You never know. Okay, all right.
Cool.
Fine, put it in. Next thing you know, Sunday fucking happens.
Your
And the
feet
Dolphins
fucking
win,
stink.
and all these other fucking weird things happen. He's like, and the fucking oh my god! I can't believe it! I just lost $300 on this fucking week. Oh, I lost $300. Oh my god, I lost
Feet up.
$300.
Other
Oh
foot.
my god, it can't be as bad as what you picked, Carl. Fucking, oh my god, Carl, what the fuck? You picked the Dolphins to win my. Carl, you won $1,000!
Not that one.
Sorry, that was fucked up. I am so sorry.
He was going
If I
on
offended
one.
you, fuck you. My neighbors that think I'm having a mental breakdown. I'm in the car like, ah! It's like, the only neighbors that can see me are the ones to my right here. The other ones can't see me really. I mean, I guess the ones behind me can a little bit, because I have my lights on. The other ones that can really see me are right there. And that guy's hilarious. That guy that lives over here is fucking hilarious. On Halloween, he was like high and drunk and shit. It was fucking great. And all he wanted to talk about was drinking. So, that guy's fucking awesome.
Cool.
And then I guess the guy over there.
I can teleport now.
So that's terrible. But
Hell yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll get new neighbors at some point if because the guy's like 80 or something and he's not doing well. And for God's sake, I think he lives by himself. I was told. That's it's like a house for a family. He lives in our house, because all the houses repeat after like, you know, every 9 houses it's the same house again, because they're all built the same. So this guy's in a house the same.
I was wondering how I was going to be able to get back to certain areas. Yeah, it's a fucking umbrella. Like Mary Poppins our way in. Yeah, it's the same exact one. Even though it's not Jennifer Lawrence, we're still gonna call her J-Law. So we got J-Law, Daryl. Yeah, we'll just call him Hellboy. Even though it's Dead Man. It works. It works. We'll just give him new names. I'm cramming way too much shit.
Sam, access the Lake Knot City delivery terminal.
Okay.
Sam, to review, your present objective is to extend the chiral network from Lake Knot City to South Knot City.
Hey, we got another view in there. Hey, how's it going?
Utilize prepper shelters as way stations. Frankly, it won't be easy. Fragile's tried to get some of them on board, but you know how preppers are. More than a few
I don't know how the preppers are.
to do with the UCA. So we've got to prove to them they're better off with us. Figure out what they need and what we
And you don't want
provide,
us
and then
exposing
deliver.
ourselves.
I know, right?
Do that, and they just
It's like the whole
might
town's a
join
tornado
us.
right now. It's great.
Dude, when
All
the
right.
sirens went off,
Get to it.
I was like, you
The list of orders is on the terminal.
Yeah, they didn't think that through too well, did they?
No, people are probably
Sell you the tribal necklace. Dude, imagine if somebody wanted to buy my necklace. They were like, dude, you know what?
Some shit.
I want that necklace.
Your private locker can be used to
Like,
store
you've been
cargo
wearing it
and
for
the
6
like.
years, Joe, or 8 years, or something like that.
Cool.
It really is 8 years.
In there.
Speaking of biting my
face.
sandwich.
Sandwich. That's what I'm gonna have for dinner. Sandwich and bowl of chicken pot pie soup.
I was getting a burger or something so I can have roast for lunch tomorrow and Wednesday.
Well, there's plenty in there for you to have.
Blech. Gross.
What the fuck is he doing?
Blech. I don't know, but I hate that sound except when I make it. Oh god, I'm gonna die.
I'm just kidding. Why do you make me think I was choking? Yeah, this is I have a thing about
Okay.
having, not to sound like a hippie, you know, but I have a thing now about I actually need to have some.
Thank you for your
You're welcome.
support.
So I have nothing on my list right now. It's really great. Something here. I have something that Amanda Greenholtz made for me, and I wear that every once in a while.
An empty container tagged with a fake ID, aka
Which I think is really
decoy
cool. She sent
cargo.
it to me in my PO box.
Could be useful for
about a
fooling
year and a half
folks who
ago
can't get
now.
enough of other people's
I forget when she
deliveries.
sent it, but yeah, I'm like the youngest in the neighborhood, really. So like, going back to that about the older guy over there. So like, I feel like I look around, like I'm always like, hey, is everybody okay? Like, is everybody doing all right? You know, there's older people around. Did somebody fall? You know, I get weird like that. And since I'm home a lot, you know what I mean? I'm working from home mostly. Although I did take this thing, but I don't talk about it. But I do work something else now. But I'm home a lot. I am home a decent amount. So like, I'll walk around the neighborhood sometimes, and just peek around. You know?
This is a somewhat unusual order. You're going to want to review the key points in the summary.
Jasmine Roberts. Oh, Jasmine Roberts is here. Ken Taylor's hitting on Jasmine. That's cool. Jasmine is pretty. Jasmine's pretty.
One.
I am 49, a wrestling fan. It's true to only live one cut no second do-overs. Joe, do you? And Tony Storm is coming back. Joe, I heard about that BS. America is pro anti-father, aka Democrats and liberals. What do you? Omega Dreads, I'm not sure what you're saying there. I kind of see what you're saying, but I'm not sure what you mean. You know what I mean? You gotta say that again or something. I don't quite get that. I didn't get what you were saying. Yo, Constipated Rock is here. What's up, brother? It's pretty cold, yeah. It's getting down to the 30s and 40s and 20s now in Boston, so yeah, it's a mess. Arcnolia Strokelbean is here. He is the oldest in the chat. We wished him a happy birthday the other day. It was his birthday just a few days back. That was a fun day. I thought it was pretty good. Arcnolia Strokelbean, me and him will be doing our podcast pretty soon. Our episode 3 of the, I don't know what you want to call it, the beanstalk or the couch or whatever I called it. I'm going to come up with a better name for it.
All right, ready to roll.
I will be live tonight after Raw. It's going to be a weird one, but I will be live tonight after Raw.
Thank you for your...
And thanks to Arcnolia Strokelbean. He is a $25 producer, man. Thank you very much. If you're a producer in here,
contribution.
shout it out. But I'll put you, we'll get you all in the description box down below. We had some new changes this week to that, so. Also, we went up to 388 patrons already on Patreon this month.
Shit.
So we're on our way to 400
Sign up for the
again.
Patreon so we can get the
We just
12-hour
can't quite hit that
podcast.
$400, but we've retained almost
12-hour
everyone, so
podcast.
He's gonna stream for a minimum of 12 hours.
It's a really successful Patreon.
Per Patreon.
Shit.
Which is crazy, man. Thank you guys.
That's shocking, though.
It's
9
probably going
hours
to be a depressing
during
night
monetized lives
of
sometimes.
True.
WWE, probably, yes.
Actually, I think
Beginning scan.
We came really
Have a
close to
pleasant
that
journey.
14-hour stream last month.
We'll be doing that Dr. Disrespect at a 24-hour stream recently.
2 patrons away. It has to be active.
You're passing through mule territory.
15 hours.
Fast and quiet.
Nice.
Because if they see you, they catch you. To think that their parents were reporters like you who risked life and limb to try and keep our
Which brings
country
me to that
together.
point about YouTube earlier.
And now their broken
You
children
guys
carry
don't
on the
understand
work
these new
without
terms
any
of service. They are
understanding of
going
what
to
it
start
once
taking
meant.
out YouTubers, and they're
It's a
gonna,
ritual to them.
Something could happen.
The
to me.
delivery.
Something could happen to me. I
An
could go away
insatiable
anytime.
addiction.
It's really
They'll
important
be
that
coming
you
for
follow
you
me on
to
Facebook,
get their next fix.
Twitter, Instagram. That you know I have a website, joecroninShow.net.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Bubbly.
Have a pleasant journey.
My name to the record books. Raise my hand, raise it down.
Raise it, damn it.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Thank you, Bullseye. You get a really good ranking. You're going to
Tower.
the championship night with that Bundy. You know? Will Tactics, thank you for the donation, man. Congratulations. That was a fun night, dude. It was a fun monetize this. And it was a fun Corrupted. We were really tired on Corrupted. That's the only thing I'll say about Corrupted was we were a little tired on Corrupted, so we didn't have the best amount of energy on the Corrupted podcast. But as a relaxing, chilled podcast, it is still good. I'm happy with it. I told Bailey that after. I said I wasn't happy that we were so tired, but I was happy with what we did on Corrupted. Yeah. But what he wasn't right about, you still need to be on YouTube, if you can. Create a new channel, whatever, and drive people to your new website. So I'll always be here. I'll always create another channel if I can and try to maneuver people out of here. I don't do that now. I try to get people on the platform now, but if it went that bad, I would definitely move to my website. So just remember that. Patreon and JoeCroninShow.net. Facebook, Twitter, and none of those are guaranteed. Those Nightbot isn't really
Construction complete.
Metals.
Oh, I'm fucking getting crushed right now. Oh, I'm getting crushed. Oh.
He's seriously pressed up against the phone right now, like saying he's getting crushed.
What the fuck is he doing? Just being a clown?
This seat has a mind of its own. Oh no, no, again,
The
no.
road's all fucked up. Here they come. Time to beat some ass. Oh, let's do it. Oh, caught some of that two-piece. Oh, he's doing a Superman punch. That's dope. Yeah. That's damn near what that dude got. Daryl beating that ass. He missed. No, he's using an extra ladder. Oh, another one wants some. Oh. You know, this game would be awesome if he had a bow and arrow. Because he'd totally beat Daryl. That's the only cool part of the show. Oh, they got a camp right there. How quaint.
Having the bubbly.
Want some bubbly? Hmm.
What's up, man? And guys, make sure to hit that like button down below if you feel someone else. If I see 30 likes and 5 dislikes, then I might just be a wild and crazy guy. I'm just gonna keep making fun of you. I don't tell a lot of people this, but I was molested.
The highway used to run through there back in the day.
That's right.
First expedition
Don't tell
team
anybody
left behind
because
the pavement,
nobody would
but to
believe.
finish the job,
I was molested
more
on the
than
set
that.
of Cheaper by a Dozen.
Of course.
Cheaper by a dozen? Cheaper by the dozen?
Okay.
Cheaper by the dozen. Oh, that movie with the kids. Oh my god, you were molested on that set. Yes. Steve, that's crazy. I'm so sorry. How did that even happen? I mean, it's a kids movie. You were molested, Steve? That's right. I was molested by the children. Oh my god, what? That's right. They molested me. Nobody believes it. That's why I don't tell anybody, because who would believe that I would be molested by children on the set of Cheaper by a Dozen? But like a pack of orangutans. They...
Ooh.
They got Hillary Duff too. Yeah, Raw will not be good tonight. Raw will not be good. Those damn kids were stronger than me. What up, Janet? Raw will probably suck. It's taped. It's when we know of it as bad. It's going to be bad. I am shocked by SmackDown.
Beginning scan.
You know why they
Scanning
did
Bridges ID.
those SmackDown
Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected.
I'm hoping
All
the
weapons
Seahawks
will be locked until departure.
49ers
Cargo verified.
a little bit. I'm a little bit of a fan of the 49ers. A little bit. I kind of hope they lose.
It was on
I
that
don't want
person's
anybody else to get
head.
an undefeated season.
Looks like an unknown.
Patriots didn't get theirs, so I'd be really pissed off. You know, plus the Patriots are the only team to really go undefeated in the season recently. You know, so.
Delivering cargo.
Yeah, and also, did you think that this was the week that the Niners and the Patriots could both
Sam
lose?
Bridges, I presume?
The Patriots lost their
Daryl.
against the Ravens. Now, if the Niners
The man
lose,
trekking
the
across the
Ravens,
country trying to reconnect folks.
Seahawks.
I appreciate you bringing
This
me
will be the
this. I do.
toughest game.
Times have been tough without
49ers
Fragile
will play,
Express to
I
handle
believe.
deliveries.
Just like I thought the Ravens
Let me
would
just
be
check
the
the
toughest
cargo.
game the Patriots would play, all season at this point.
Wow.
And that
You
came
took really
true. They
good
lost.
care of this.
So I think that
I'll let Bridges know how the
49ers
B&B
are in for a
testing
fight.
goes. Thanks again.
But you know, if I will be so happy if the Patriots don't win the Super Bowl this year. I will be more than happy to cheer for the 49ers because I spent years talking about how Jimmy
I need you to
Garoppolo is
understand
going
something.
to win a championship.
It's about
He is one
Fragile.
of the best quarterbacks.
You might
If
have
Tom
heard
Brady
she
leaves
helped
New England, we
terrorists.
have Jimmy Garoppolo.
But she didn't care who got
I'm
hurt.
so happy because if Tom
But I'm
Brady
telling you,
leaves
that's
or
gotta be
retires,
bullshit.
don't
Her
worry.
and her people
We've
put
got
their lives on
Jimmy
the line
G,
to get us
baby.
what we needed.
And I'm telling you, he's good.
She's a hero through and
And then
through.
what happens? Tom,
Look,
they trade
I was
Jimmy
born in the
Garoppolo.
shelter. The
So
only
if he
world
wins
I've
the
ever
Super Bowl,
known is
though,
within these walls.
hey,
So when people talk about America,
I said this guy might
I
win
can't
two
even
or
begin
three.
to
What kind of
imagine.
cheeseburger were you
But if
wanting?
that Cupid connects me to everyone else, I won't have to. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
I want to join the PCA.
No, not
See
yet.
what I've been missing.
I spent 2 years saying that for real, Chad. You go look it up. Go look up football.
What's that? No, I was just asking you. I mean, I'll be ready in about an hour or so.
And the Jets QB sucks. The Jets QB is, you know. Brady's not a
Start.
cheater.
I
So
tell you.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you what he cheated.
Wasting away.
You probably could not prove that he cheated, so I don't know what to tell you. Did he cheat when he lost the Super Bowl like 3 times? When anybody says the Tom
And
Brady's
with
a
that,
cheater,
my
tells you that
standalone
they're-
3D printer is
they're-
capable of chiral
you know what I
printing.
mean? You know who's a
Assuming it
cheater
works,
is
the Evo Devo unit
Sammy
should
Sosa,
enable me to
who fucking
replicate
corked
all
him.
kinds of archived objects. We can rebuild
But he says
America
that he didn't
one
know
piece at a
about
time.
whatever, so that's, even
In the
that's
meantime,
debatable, I guess.
I can use the
Maybe he
network to
corked
see
that.
what's going on in the cities. Track mule and
That's-
terrorist
that's just
activity. It's like you brought me the whole wide world in
It's
that
like me
package.
saying the New York Yankees are
Thank you,
cheaters.
Sam.
It's like
Let's do business again.
everybody
Oh,
did
yeah.
steroids on every team. Who cares?
I've got a little something I'd like you to put
Fucking
through his
Ortiz did
paces.
steroids on the Red
Assist
Sox.
unit I
Fucking
developed
Alex
myself.
Rodriguez did steroids
Works
on the
perfectly in
Yankees.
sim trials, but
Whatever.
I
Everybody
need
did
someone to
them.
test it out on solid ground.
Everybody's a cheater. Then.
And if it makes your job a little
I
easier,
don't like.
all the
I
better.
don't like it to all be legal. You gotta do one or the other. You know?
Oh, it looks like an Amazon
So
box.
personal. How many years do you think Tom has left? I think he's got 1 or 2. But I
Sam,
really think it's
active
this could be it,
skeletons
man. He's
attached
so
to your
impressive.
legs and augment your
You know,
physical
so maybe one
capabilities.
more, but
The one you've got
I
there
would-
is a
at
load-bearing
this point, I'm gonna
AS
say no
designed to
more than
reinforce
one
your
more.
joints.
So he may
Just
come
wearing
back
an
next
AS will
season,
provide additional
but
support,
definitely not
but
after
you
that.
can
After
also
what I'm
boost
hearing
it
from him
to
about his
maximize
family
its potential.
and what he wants to do,
Go ahead and take it for a spin. You won't
Yeah.
be disappointed.
it's possible that he wants to go play 1 year somewhere else just to do something different. That's possible. But maybe he wants to retire a Patriot too. You know, I don't know. Either way, I'll love him anyway. If he goes somewhere else for a year, that would be really weird to see that. But I will appreciate that he wanted to try something different, like play football in the National Football League for a different coach, a different team, and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, to give everybody one little look at it. You know, I mean, but
Thank you
I
kindly.
hope not, though. I hope
Come
he
around
does
again
retire
soon.
Patriot, and that's
Good work. New?
I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I think he'll retire Patriot and whatever. And I know that people have heard this and people are sick of football, but you gotta understand, I was 16 years old when the Patriots had won 0. And when Drew Bledsoe,
Please access delivery terminal for further information.
not the best, but he was all right. When the guy who we thought took us to the Super Bowl got injured,
All right,
I turned the
that's one
TV
for
off.
every way station.
It's the funniest thing.
Good to go.
I was sitting there in my room in high school, in 10th grade or 9th grade. I think 9th or 10th grade. I'm sitting there. I think it was 9th grade.
Restrictions lifted. Beginning
How's it
scan.
going, everybody? Brian Alvarez
Standing
here
bridges
on
like
Wrestling
restrictions
Live.
lifted.
We are here every day, Monday through Friday, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, Sunday, 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern. Monday here on the program, that means tonight is Raw. We're not going to do spoilers for the show. It is a taped show, taped on Friday. They taped SmackDown and Raw together. So whatever you thought of SmackDown, well, you're going to get something similar on Raw. Going to be some surprises. There's going to be some preposterous booking. All sorts of fun stuff on Raw tonight. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But we got a lot of news to get into here today. If you did not hear Sunday's show, obviously we talked about the AEW Full Gear pay-per-view. What did you think of the show? What did you think of the main event? Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega. A controversial match to say the least. If you have thoughts, you're welcome to give them to us here. We've also got tons of news on injuries coming out of that show. An update on Cody, update on Will Ospreay from Saturday night. He suffered an injury during the New Japan show in San Jose. Will Ospreay suffered a shoulder injury. He appears to be okay also in San Jose. I believe I just mentioned that 2 times in a row, but that's what happens when you have dad brain. We've also got Matt Sydal. He was injured, and Hangman Page as well. So we'll give updates on all of those different individuals here on the program today. Got a new Ring of Honor signee, some notes on Steve Austin. He's got a show coming to the WWE Network later this month. And yes, everything is fine, everybody.
Take a piss.
Every couple days, you get somebody from WWE tweeting something outraged at the Twitter universe for always being so negative about everything. Everything is fine, except in the case of Sin Cara, who wants to quit. We're going to talk about him requesting his release and so much more here on the show today. Once again, if you want to send us a text message, 425-780-7566. That is 425-780-7566. You can send an email, brian@wrestlingobserver.com. And my Twitter is @BrianAlvarez. Mike is @SemperVivi. You'll join us here after the break. Back in a moment. Wrestling Observer Live. We're back here on the show, everybody. Brian Alvarez here, Wrestling Observer Live. Mike Sempervivi is going to be joining us here in a little while. Got some connection issues, we'll take care of those here at some point. This from the front page of WrestlingObserver.com. Sin Cara's become the latest WWE wrestler to take to social media asking for his release. On Monday morning, Sin Cara tweeted a statement in Spanish that said after praying Sunday night and thinking about his children, he had to make, quote, the most difficult but sensible decision and asked for his WWE release. In the statement, he reflected on his 20-year career before giving the reason why he wants out. I am so grateful, he said, for
Just
the
so you know,
opportunity
Sam,
that they gave me.
Distro
However,
centers and the
I
like
realize
are
that I am
stocked with
stuck in a
materials
place
you
where I'm
can
not
use to
valued
fabricate equipment.
as an athlete
You
or
can
a
also take
talent.
what you need to
I
build
have worked
structures.
hard, and honestly,
That
for many
said,
years to
there are
polish my
limits to
trade.
what
I've
each
been loyal
facility
and
can spare.
respectful, a team
Check their
player,
terminals to see what
supportive,
they are.
and I have waited patiently for the opportunity to show the world everything I can do. Unfortunately, after all these years, that opportunity never came, or I feel that it will ever come, while I remain where I am. He then went on to say that his best years are yet to come. Thank both WWE and the fans for their support. Recently returned to Raw in an angle with Andrade and Zelina Vega. Several other WWE wrestlers have publicly asked for their release in the past. Sean Spears, the only successful one. Luke Harper and Mike Kanellis still remain in the company after pleading their case on social media. As I noted before the break, I've had many people tweet me and send me messages from various WWE stars on social media. Why is everyone complaining about everything? Why are people making such a big deal about everything? Everything is all right. Well, here's another one. Who wants to get out? And what happened with Sin Cara? Well, a couple of weeks ago, he had a friend show up. Either Catalina or Carolina, depending on which announcer was telling the story. And she was there to watch his back in the feud with Andrade and Zelina Vega after they had a match. They had a long match on television, and nobody cared about it because Sin Cara had been pushed as a jobber forever. They go out there, they go like 15 minutes, and there's interference, and Andrade wins. So he shows up, Sin Cara shows up the next week. He's got someone to watch his back against Andrade. And they go out there, her job is to watch his back. She fails, he is beaten. And then the next week they'll go out for the mixed tag, and he is beaten again. And that is the end of Catalina and/or Carolina. And I guess that's why he realized this was a chance they gave us, but they did nothing with it. She was just out there so we could do more jobs, and now she's gone, and so he wants out. Do I think he's going to get out? I think that's unlikely, but I guess we'll see. What did you guys think of the Jon Moxley-Kenny Omega match? What did you think of AEW All Out? We opened up the phone lines yesterday, got a lot of feedback from everybody, and I guess we'll get into some of that here. We'll connect Mike Sempervive after this next break. This person says, any word on the box office sales full year? We have nothing in terms of what the buy rate might be. I do know that it was not in the top 20 on Google Trends. I do have a little bit of information about the ticket sales and box office, but it's not here in front of me, so I'll get to that after the break. But they did well in terms of the attendance for the show. I believe the show beat Raw, not that they were in hell. Good sign. See what it means for buy rate. It would be very interesting if the show did fewer than 100,000 buys. A few days ago, I thought if this show does fewer than 100,000 buys, that's not a good sign. Because they were doing 100,000 buys without TV. And if they ended up getting TV, and they did less than 100,000 buys, they did less with TV.
Keep on keeping on.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
But as many people have pointed out to me, so one of the things about the pay-per-views before TV was, there was no TV. Dragon Gate. I never really saw him wrestle live in WWE. I was completely blown away. Yeah, he's fabulous. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world.
And I never would have believed that.
Best in the world,
God
goddammit.
I know Alan Farrell was a big proponent of him. Obviously, coming over from Newcastle, I can't remember exactly where he's from, but I mean, you know, he famously, there was a clip that, I mean, he just completely bombed him on moves and face planted, like, you know, did one of these flips outside the ring and ended up in like the third row in a pile of chairs, and it's like, Jesus, these guys. But I mean, the body control that he has, you know, developed over the years, and I mean, he picked that up a long time ago. It's not like this is anything new that I'm going to say, but you know, his matches flew under the radar in WWE, and he was doing some of the best stuff night in, night out. Anytime he would go out there, his stuff in Dragon Gate, both before and certainly
It's quite a bit of usable stuff that they gave on that pre-order bonus. There were some avatars, some equipment, behind the scenes. Yeah.
You know, really help Adam Page along. They have not done a great job developing Adam Page and making him accessible to a whole bunch of new viewers, understanding who this guy is. But at least you know in the ring when he's in there with Pac, he's going to get one hell of a match, and that's certainly what they've been delivering, and they're going to have a chance to do it again on Wednesday night. So he has been absolutely fantastic, and if there's somebody out there who is more Japan-centric that wants to put him up on their list of people in the Fez Flair MVP voting, you know, I wouldn't necessarily agree with you, but I wouldn't blame you either.
Weapons detected. All weapons
So,
will be locked until
Hamish here is asking about Cody and the stip. Hamish, clearly you did not listen to the show yesterday. I'll read this anyway. I know Cody could have chosen DDP, but isn't MJF throwing the towel a loophole for him to challenge for the AEW World title in the future? He never got pinned, neither did he tap out. Hamish, my love, listen to me. The stipulation was, if he did not win the championship, he would never challenge for it again. We're not looking for a loophole. We're not looking for a way out. The stipulation was made abundantly clear by the top babyface. This is not WWE, where we're playing gotcha. Ah, here's how we're going to get around it. They made the stip, and they better adhere to it for a lengthy amount of time. Maybe they got an idea for a year down the road or whatever. I don't know. I think, I mean...
Gotta make the fans want it. Gotta make it back.
I don't even think making the fans want it. Somebody had an idea on the board. They were like, what if Cody says, well, if I don't win, I'll retire. I'm like, a stip? You're killing a stip with a stip match? What?
For real. Dumb.
There's no... If you want your stipulation matches to mean anything, he must never challenge for the title again. At least any time in the foreseeable future.
Exactly.
If you want to be WWE, where they do stip matches every single month and nobody believes a thing and it doesn't mean anything for anything, then fine, find a way out of this. But that's not what they should be doing here.
Got people out there too crazy with this. Again, just as long as they let it simmer for a while, and as long as they manipulate it where it feels as though the fans feel as though they want it and they're going to drive it. Otherwise, it's just something manufactured to break a stip. And if the fans never want it, then guess what? You never do it. But you have to let it be organic, or at least it has got to feel organic if you're going to go ahead and pull it off and make it work and make it feel like that stipulation should have, and the overcoming of the babyface at the end. And if it never happens, it never happens. Because again, it's not like Cody Rhodes needs that belt, but you know it's going to happen. I just can't believe, knowing how fans are going to react, and frankly, now the way fans have reacted, if you go ahead and pull the trigger on this way too early, then you got to laugh at AEW and you got to laugh at everybody involved in it, because they're telling you right now, by everybody micro wondering when he's going to break the stip, that this is a sign to not do anything for a long, long time. And if you do, you just deserve everything that people make fun of you for.
And this person here says, is it true that AEW forgot to cut the YouTube feed and some people watched Full Gear for free? That story was online. According to AEW, that story was not true. There was almost nobody on that channel when the pay-per-view started. Like, if anybody got it for free, you could count them on one hand.
You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like somebody was watching somebody's bootlegs YouTube channel and they can't continue to get the bootleg feed. That's what that sounds like.
All right, let's go to, yes, Jim in Virginia. Jim, what's going on?
Hey.
Virginia.
How you doing, guys?
What's happening?
Two questions. Is Velvet Sky still with all?
Are you talking into the phone, or are you covering it with a sock?
No, I'm talking in the phone. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit better. Go ahead.
Okay. Is Velvet Sky still with all eight?
I have not heard her name in some time.
Believe she's still there.
I am, because I just wondered. She's not with Allure anymore, and I know that Angela. Okay. Is Velvet Sky still with all eight?
I have not heard her name in some time.
Believe she's still there.
I am, because I just wondered. She's not with Allure anymore, and I know that Angelina Love lost the title to Kelly Klein over the weekend. Well, it was on television this weekend. Now, as far as WWE goes, is Shayna Baszler going to be on the main roster from now on?
I want to thank you very much for the call, Jim. We got some phone issues here, but she will be on the main roster. I don't know when. I know that they had some ideas, and then this whole Survivor Series NXT thing rushed everything. So, yes, at some point she's going to be on the main roster. Could be sooner rather than later, but that's the update. And apparently, Velvet is still with Ring of Honor. I just got that right now.
Yeah, I thought she was, but how much they'll be used, who knows. But hey, Brian, how's your day going?
What do you ask?
Just wondering.
This person here says, funny that WWE has done better unsanctioned matches in the past. HBK Jericho, Ciampa Gargano come to mind. Even though they were 2008 main roster and on NXT TakeOver respectively, it's not a surprise. He's saying this was when Vince knew what he was doing. Yeah, you can do hardcore match, you can do blood and guts matches. Like, I don't like that, but if you're going to do it, I want it to be good. I want there to be a story.
Yes, that's still important, and that's where, some of those Japanese, again, you got to be, following it, but there was a reason sometimes with Onita and some of these matches, and even, guys like Takeda today, and, there is a way to make those matches work that are a little bit more than again, it's the style, their unique take on it on Saturday night.
This person here sent me an audio file of the Bucks comments. That does not help me here on the air. I cannot listen to that as I do the show, but I'll try to check it out.
Send that one to producer Dominic's time, friend.
And check it out later. This person says, my friend who is in the Over 50 demo thinks the Young Bucks, quote, fight stupid because they do high-risk moves and always lose. Well, listen, I talked about this on the Brian and Vinny show last week, okay? Young Bucks are losing too many matches, all right? If you have been following the Young Bucks career, if you've been watching since All In, if you're a hardcore fan, then yes, the Young Bucks, they're just doing some sort of storyline here. But if you're one of those hypothetical folks that started watching when they went to TNT,
I'll show you the real person.
they lose more than they win, and it is kind of weird. There's a lot of talk about the Young Bucks, but they keep losing. So I was not. Dave was very upset that they lost a Private Party. I didn't have a problem with that. It's a match in a tag team tournament. But they lost a Private Party. Now they've lost to LAX. I don't know what's going on. Bad night for the Elite, I believe Matt tweeted. It's been a bad several weeks for the Elite. Back in a moment, so we're live. Back at the show, Brian Alvarez here, Wrestling Observer Live. Mike's in for VBS on WrestlingObserver.com. This person here says, does AEW have drug testing? Yes. I don't know details, but they do drug test. That's literally all I can tell you. But they do. I don't know anything about it.
Was there any follow-up to that question?
No. They just asked 16 times, so I answered. I like the Moxley Omega match. I don't ever watch this style of match, but seeing it here worked for me with two big stars who hated each other. Great storytelling moments with reusing the glass, Kenny going crazy, trying to get on Moxley's level, mocking him about chain wrestling, Moxley using a chain on Kenny, and then Kenny losing it after a Kota Ibushi move. It was too much, but I like some too much every once in a while. Well, kind of one issue I had actually was I don't even know why they hated each other. The story was they hated each other, I mean, they had a brawl and everything like that, but what happened between these two guys? Why did they hate each other? Anybody know?
One of the funny parts about this feud is Moxley gave him a DDT through a glass table, and then they climbed through glass, and then they actually threw themselves into a barbed wire spider web. Yet what caused the most damage to them was a broom that was all wrapped in barbed wire. It's kind of...
Yeah, because that was the real barbed wire. I don't think the barbed wire bed was real.
No, it certainly was not. It was, yeah. So, just a weird... This whole thing has been a little bit weird, yeah.
This person finally says here, I'm not going to get upset at anybody going overboard to give me my money's worth on pay-per-view. I would get upset if they didn't give max effort.
Yeah.
Well, you do realize that they would have given max effort in a straight wrestling match, which probably would have been a much better match. I mean, it's not like if they didn't do all that stuff, they weren't giving you max effort. All right, everybody, we're out of time. I want to thank you very much for listening here today. We'll be back later on tonight. Dave Meltzer, Wrestling Observer Radio, talking Raw. And, of course, tomorrow, Observer Live, Brian and Video Show, all sorts of great stuff on the front page of WrestlingObserver.com. So that's it. I want to thank you all for listening. Talk to you next time. Wrestling Observer Live.
Order assigned. Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Maccoon.
And welcome to Pulling Game with me, Maccoon, and his Monday. And here we are. Hello. I don't know if you notice, you listen to my voice, and I'm a little sick today. One thing about me is I never get fevers, ever. I have a fever. I'm at 99.8, which for me, because maybe because I'm fat, I'm at 96 point something, 97.
Another way to put that, maybe because I'm fat.
But 99 is pretty high. But I don't care, because I'm here with you guys on Total Engagement. Last week, I had to do the shows live from outside the hotel into my iPhone. I gotta figure out this travel thing. When I go on the road, I gotta figure out how to do it. It's still new doing it every day. I could put some in the bank, but I like to stay current. I like to stay creative. I like to be able to take what's ever happened right then and there and put it out to you. Besides one show ever, they've always all been done that day and given to you because I care about you guys. And speaking of that, I did a Full Gear review show, a front row review show of Full Gear, and it is on the Patreon. I also did another bonus show on the Patreon over at WrestlingFriend.com. Join today for pennies a day, but the other one's kind of fun because I talk about my StarCast experience. Now, I don't say anything I shouldn't say, because when you're in a situation like that, you don't want to give away anything that ruins it for anybody else. But there are some fun stories, including maybe one with Getty, maybe some with Eric Bischoff, perhaps even some, let me drink some of this freshly squeezed drink.
I see what he did there.
Don't mind me. Whatever. It's a fun show, bonus show, and you guys get it right now. But today, we are going to talk about what happened here. We had ourselves a little death match, didn't we, folks? People freak the hell out. Let's talk about what they should or shouldn't, and what AEW should do, and why everybody should calm the hell down. Today, I'm going to game with me. I'm sick. Matt Coon. So I was there at Full Gear. I was there very close.
Bless you.
This death match. Now, in talking to Matthew about what constitutes a death match, a hardcore match, he was saying that death match is where you have things involved nothing to do with winning or losing, right? It's just pain for pain's sake. And I'd say, well, yeah, but some hardcore matches have that once or twice. But I think that's a good explanation what a death match is. Just a few things that happen that have nothing to do with it. Winning or losing. What did we have in this particular death match? We had glass. We had a table full of mouse traps. We had a table. There was a giant chain. There was a spike. There was a barbed wire bat, a barbed wire broom, and also a barbed wire spider web. It was a death match with a budget, which made it interesting. So being there, it was fantastic for me. I enjoyed it. I did not see anything. Oh, no, also tearing off the ring floor so that just the 2x8s were exposed. I was going to say I didn't see anything too dangerous, but I'll say maybe that splash by Kenny Omega, the Phoenix splash, where he jumped out, missed it, landed straight on the wood. That seemed a little dangerous. But the reaction was pretty severe. Dave Meltzer said on his show he hopes they never do another match like that, ever. Brian Alvarez tweeted, "This is not for me." Sean Sapp, I believe, tweeted, "This is not for me." Rod Geary from Wrestling Inc.
That's because he's a shill.
Something like, "This is not something I enjoy." From Wrestling Illustrated tweeted, "I enjoyed this match." And there was definitely a
They voted Seth Rollins as the number one. So none of those people count.
My good friend Ross Fuller, he's a Russell Summer reporter. He's like this good-looking young guy. I don't like this old guy. But he's very smart. He's a killer. Gotta follow him. And he was saying something like, he was going crazy. All these people were upset about the match, Omega and Moxley. Sorry. And he was saying, if you even begin to tell me that this is more offensive than some of the stuff we saw in the Okada Omega matches, you're out of your mind. And I would agree with that. I think it was very dramatic, the match we saw. I think the glass was very dramatic. I think the barbed wire was very dramatic, certainly painful, with cutting backs and stuff like that. And the mouse traps, probably for show. We see tables and matches all the time. We see chairs and matches, fake hanging stuff with chains. We've seen that. I don't think that set people off as much as some of the bloods and the blood guts. I think
All the gory.
people are being a little critical here about what is acceptable, what's not acceptable. It's a lot like, to me, the difference between, someone who doesn't want to eat meat is disgusted by the idea of eating meat, but will eat a hamburger but won't kill their own meat. They don't want to see it, but they'll do it. And I think that's what we have here at these death matches, because a lot of it is no more dangerous than some of the stuff we see Jeff Hardy do, or some of the stuff we see on regular on Raw. Certain bumps, certain things that are done, and certain moves are more dangerous than anything we saw that night. But as long as we don't see the surface area stuff, the blood, the cutting, the intent to inflict harm in a very overt way, we're comfortable with it. We're comfortable with it if we don't see that. We're uncomfortable if we do see it. Just like some people are uncomfortable seeing a chicken get his head cut off when they love that Popeye sandwich. I think people need to settle the hell down just a little bit. I think people need to realize that what they are seeing is, and I don't have any problem with like Alvarez and them saying this is not for me. I do have a problem with people saying that this is a terrible thing and they should never do a match like this. Do it, they'll never know what the audience they want. Y'all don't know what's going to get them the audience they want. They don't know what's going to get them the audience they want. I don't know what's going to get them the audience they want. So if you're to go and I'm not saying this will get the audience they want, but I'm not so arrogant as to say this will never get you the audience that you want ever. Because you're doing this, it's going to turn off a portion of the audience. It may, but it also may bring in some other people as well. And I don't think it was that much of a turnoff. I think one of the criticisms was these two workers are so fantastic, they don't have to do this shit. If you're trying to tell me that these guys death matches, or guys who do hardcore matches, historically like a Mick Foley, or current day like a Nick Gage, you're trying to say they don't have talent because that's what they do. That's not correct. There's also something that John Moxley did with people are overreacting, and people are realizing that maybe this could be something that differentiates them. WWE will not will not make that step into this, this is a way they can be different. I'm not in favor of people getting hurt.
Thanks
I'm
for
not
the
in
help.
favor of people getting more danger. I'm not in favor of people taking more risks for less reward. I'm not in favor of any of that. But if you ain't got a problem with JBL's clotheslines, I just saw a gift of that today. I don't know what it is. If you didn't have a big problem with JBL's clotheslines, and you have a big problem with that deathmatch we saw, you might want to say, and I'm not saying this judgmentally because we all do this, you may want to say, hey, let me self-examine some of these things. It might not be for you, doesn't mean it's for everybody. But I mean, just because it's not for you doesn't mean it's not for anybody. That's the point we made before. And the second point is that maybe these things that we see are not any more dangerous than the things we regularly see. And thirdly, the point being made is that we want something different. We need something different. AEW needs to differentiate themselves. This is a way they can differentiate themselves. Again, I'm sick. I'm so sorry. I'm worse by the second. I'll tell you, so I was feeling okay, right? And then I did one Patreon show over at Wrestling Friend. I felt okay. It was a little worse. The voice started going. And then I did a second Patreon show, and then I didn't feel good at all. And now I'm recording this, and I feel terrible. But I have a very good point to make right now. Is that how do we bridge all this? How do we fix all of this? In my fever dream that I'm having, this may make sense or may not make sense. It might just be a fever dream. Here's what I'm thinking. It, canon-wise, narrative-wise, even public perception-wise, they can keep pushing this idea. It's a lights-out match. It's an unsanctioned match. It is not part of AEW. We make it very clear, and I'm talking about, and sorry from AEW's perspective, we make it very clear this is not an AEW match. If you love AEW, you can love AEW and not love these matches. If you love AEW, you know we have certain things that certain situations that we want to resolve, and certain wrestlers wrestle in certain ways, and those matches were not comfortable sanctioning, and that's why it's Lights Out. Lights Out is the gimmick. Lights Out just doesn't represent AEW. They should go on to say, or they could go on.
It's always when you're so close. Starts the fucking rain.
You notice we did. So we're going to tell you this. We're going to put on a regular size pay-per-view regardless of that match. And if you are squeamish, and if your sensitivities are kind of like, God, if you get squeamish, or if your sensibilities are compromised by what you're about to see, we are going to ask you, as AEW fans, turn it off. Because the AEW show is over. Turn it off, and if you're in the building, we're going to give you a chance to leave. Everybody who would like to leave before the Lights Out match can leave now. We're going to start, and this match is not an AEW match. This match is not for the part, blah, blah, blah. And if people do leave, then the other people can fill their seats, and it'll be like crazy seating in a crazy exclusive club. If people don't leave, it seems kind of outlaw, right? It seems like, we told you to turn off your TV. We told you to leave. We told you not to judge us on this, because this is unsanctioned. This is what we're going to have. Now, of course, it's kind of bullshit, because it's all AEW. But I think that would be a kind of interesting, clever mix of the fiction and the non-fiction show. The fiction and the non-fiction narratives to create a solution for these people that are like, AEW should never do this. Well, AEW's not. It was unsanctioned, right? And then the people who like it. I think we've got somewhere. I think we've pointed out maybe a little bit of hypocrisy of it. But really, though, if something like here, like something like Alvarez, Fred Alvarez, or Sean Sapp, which you guys I respect, listen to, like, and maybe they don't like me, but I like them. And I think they're talented guys. When they say this is not for me, I respect the shit out of them, right? Because they're not saying this shouldn't be for anybody. They're not saying these guys are pieces of shit for doing it. They're saying this isn't for me. And to be fair, Sapp, and of course, definitely Brian Alvarez, when there's these matches between Naito and Kota Ibushi in Japan, have a lot of these crazy neck and head bumps. They're just as outraged, but a lot of people aren't, and that hypocrisy is there, right? But the point is that I respect people's right and ability and perspective to say, I don't like this. You know, I was a little bit like that with the TCW show, you know, when I went to. Because I said, some of it is not for me, for sure. A lot of it is. And the organization's fantastic. And these guys are we talked about them in the show. You know, they're making the choice to do this. And they're making I also think there's another point to be made. We made this show. There's other things just as dangerous for
Delivering cargo.
And I think the solution of wrapping it all up in the narrative of this is unsanctioned. If you don't like it, turn it off. If you don't want to be here, walk away. You're still an AEW fan. Great stand. But we're going to start this fucking crazy.
Well, good work, son.
I think it's a pretty good idea.
I'll take that off your hands.
I think it might be a fever dream. I might be hallucinating this right now. What I'm not hallucinating is that Total Engagement is on every single day, Monday through Friday, every single day. And of course, the Patreon is a movement. We're doing so good. We're going to keep putting up content. We're going to keep putting up more rewards. No more stuff. We'll just keep it simple and just pennies a day supporting the show. I don't want to put a lot of ads in. I'm getting more and more requests through our, the way that we get the protocol by which we get the ad requests. They're coming in. I'm still trying to put it off because I want to do this through Patreon so we don't have ads. Still do this every day. If you don't do the Patreon, do this, you're still getting the whole show every single day. Right here on Total Engagement. With me. Man, let's not
What's your angle anyway?
With
Everyone knows Fragile's behind the attack that wiped out Middlemont City. Only a damn fool trusts that
Starlight Lounge presents an evening with the Progressive Box.
Keeping her business
That's you
alive.
go, tickling the ivories. Just saved by bundling home and auto with Progressive. Gonna finally buy a ring for that gal of yours, Hugo? Send her my condolences. Hi-oh!
You know why there's been so many terrorist attacks recently? Because you all pissed them off with your talk of uniting the country. Join me to see
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts unavailable in all
both
states or
sides.
situations.
Just keep my deliveries coming. We'll get along just fine. Don't need any trouble. Though I will say, I appreciate these hematic grenades of yours. Quality work, gotta admit. Not the sort of equipment that
A lot
you
of
see out
podcasts.
to itself. There's a lot of freelance porters operating in these
Yeah,
yards
all of them.
after all. If I could churn these out by the boatload and gear up those folks. Now you're good people. I can see that. And you brought my order like I asked. But it'll take more than that for me to agree to what you're asking. Chiral Network is a big step. But if you could prove to me Bridges is an organization I can trust. How about this?
From the Figure
Do
4
another run for
Online
me.
Studios in
I'll
beautiful
put the details on the terminal
Washington,
there.
exclusively at WrestlingObserver.com. You're listening to the Brian and Vinny Show with your hosts Brian Alvarez and Big Vinny B.
All right, everybody, it's the Brian Vinny Show here. It is November 10, 2019. Figure4online.com /WrestlingObserver.com. Vinny just moments ago
Take some of those hematic
got done
grenades.
with the AEW pay-per-view. We're going to review
Nothing
that
you
later
want
on
more
tonight.
with
No
those
NWA, no
BTs, but you're back
superstars.
against the wall.
That
Here's
AEW to
open.
talk about here tonight. And Granny is joining us here, as she does every Sunday. Granny, what's happening?
You know, I think since my 90th birthday, I've had a better memory.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, it just seems like I'm not as forgetful as I usually am.
What's something that you have remembered that you would have previously forgotten?
Well, just normal things.
Right.
I'm still bad with names, though. But
So what happened recently where you said, man, my memory is so much better since I had my 90th birthday?
well, I don't know. My mind seems more clear for some reason. Anyway, I have.
That's his grandma.
You know my birthday.
I'm aware of it, yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about it.
Anyway.
Order assigned.
You forgot we were talking about your birthday.
Oh, Saturday, I went to Bingo, and my friend Darlene
Sam,
bought me a
you can
red
now submit
flamingo
upgrade requests for
lily.
structures.
Those
If there's
are
one you
very
use a lot, you
expensive.
should definitely consider it.
A flamingo lily.
Yeah, and she paid for my bingo card, and I won $15.
Wow. Oh, my God. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that plant is so pretty.
Wow. Well, Granny, we can't We can't tell everybody what the other birthday gift that you got was, but would you like to just say a big thank you to everybody that helped set it up?
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was fun.
Yeah. Tell me about it later.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do we got here today, Vinny? We have questions and contest ideas on Granny's Facebook page. We begin with Skylar King, who has one of each. Question, Granny, did you watch All Elite Wrestling Full Gear? Right. Contest idea. What 3 things would the Undertaker send you in a care package?
Weapons. Restrictions listed.
A contest?
That's a contest idea. Everyone.
That might be good.
Everyone name 3 things that the Undertaker would send to Granny in a care package.
Well, it couldn't be a hat and gloves because I already have them.
Granny, you don't spoil the contest. That's what we're going to do. Hey, Granny, hold on a second. Oh, I apologize for that, everybody. We're having some internet issues on Granny's end. I'm afraid she might not have paid her bill. Take all that money and go to the casino. She'll be paying her Comcast bill. Is that right, Granny?
No.
Okay. All right, baby, let's get going on this thing. Larry. A theater near me is doing a midnight screening of The Big Lebowski, complete with themed cocktail. Would you, Brian, or Vinny want to fly to Ohio? To Ohio? Ohio. Dan Edwards is a... Yes, Granny?
I said no thank you.
Oh. Dan Edwards is a contest idea. Create a title and catchphrase for a sports combat pay-per-view with Randy Orton. So like it would be... It's a hard contest, right? It's to make it easy for you, Randy, it would be like Granny Mania. Yeah, right?
Granny Mania.
Better than 3 items in an Undertaker care package. Yes. I'm not sure. Rob King wants to know if you were excited for the MLS.
No.
That was easy. Tim Page has a contest idea. Any questions? Contest idea: give Brian a new wrestling name/gimmick and finishing move to go with it.
No.
Okay. Crowd goes wild. Yeah. Well, I was waiting for the question. Maybe that would make it better. Right, the question is, Granny, what do you think of Rod Stewart? Is he a hip dude, or should he act his age?
I should know who it is, but I don't.
I think you'd know him if you saw him. You saw him. An English fellow with little crazy wild hair. Sure, yeah.
Is it a wrestler?
No, Rod Stewart, the singer.
Oh.
He Google it.
I recognize the name, but I don't recognize what he does.
Tanner James wants to know if have you tried the Popeyes chicken sandwich yet?
No, I haven't. Where did they have that?
Popeyes. It's Popeyes. There's none around here. The South End. You think Trey Gray's driving to the South End to go to Popeyes? Around here. Well, not as well by my house. Dude, you live in North... Gray, when's the last time you went to North Bend?
It's been a while.
When's the last time you went to the South End, Renton? When's the last time you went to Renton?
Probably last summer when I went to see my brother.
Summer. Okay. Okay, yeah, she's not going to Popeye. You would have said chick at least right down the road. Are there any chicken sandwiches you do like? What chicken sandwiches do you like?
The kind I make at home.
What do you put in your chicken sandwiches?
Just mayonnaise and that's it.
That's the way I like it. You ever had the chicken sandwich, the ranch burger, Granny? It's pretty good.
No, I don't know why, but even at Wendy's I've never tried it.
Dude, Wendy's has good chicken sandwiches. Chicken sandwiches are our favorite thing. Yeah, you should try chicken sandwich at Wendy's.
Mm-hmm.
The only man. So unlike anyone else in this family. How many times I've watched Toy Story in the last 2 weeks? I can't even tell. It's a good movie. I don't even know anything about the movie. It's always on. perpetually. She doesn't even really watch it.
You
It's
shit.
just on. Every now and then she'll be distracted and tell me what's happening, and then she'll play with something else. 24/7 Toy Story's on. I go, how about Toy Story 1? No, Toy Story 2. How about Toy Story? No, Toy Story 2. It's going to be the same one over and over again. Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2?
Yes.
That's interesting.
I try to show her pictures of Toy Story 3, and look at the characters in this one. Doesn't want to watch that one.
Toy Story 3 may be a little too grown up for her. That ending is...
She doesn't even know what's going on,
intense.
so it doesn't matter.
Craig J. Smart wants to know, Randy and or Vinny, it's really not a question for Brian. Have you seen any UK TV shows? There's some of your favorites. Have you seen any UK TV shows?
BBC, my favorite.
It's a great UK TV show.
Yes.
What are they? Any show that brings in the United Kingdom. That would be Monty Python, Fawlty Towers,
The British broadcasting
Red Raymore, Blackadder 2, Blackadder the Third, The Young Ones,
None.
Downton Abbey.
I saw a whole season of that for Winnie's mother.
Great show. And good. Oh yes, Craig, those are some of my favorites. Mrs. Gibson, who would you rather go 200 years in the future? Oh, wouldn't you rather go 200 years in the future or 200 years in the past? Me, I would go in the future to see if I made it in.
He doesn't know if he's made an impact.
Or says, I'm going to guess the year 2219 is perfect to be in the year 1819.
Sorry. We won't fight.
We won't find out.
I mean,
We'll be gone.
I'm trying. Every day that goes by, I don't even know why I bother.
Andrew J. Merkel. I guess the contest idea is opponent and stipulation for Brian's next match.
I'm trying to think about watching bad wrestling for another 200 years. It's just like inconceivable.
Impact.
Yeah.
And Granny, I hope you're having a wonderful day. You like that contest
I didn't
idea?
even hear the context. I was thinking about it.
Opponent and stipulation for Brian's next match.
There ain't gonna be one.
Anyone left? AEW signed them.
They've signed everyone. They even got the rock and roll.
They did.
And Jungle Boy, Orange Cassidy, the Rock and Roll Express. Who am I missing? What are you sniffing about over there, Granny?
I didn't think you'd notice.
You loudly
You're snoring
sniffing
the microphone.
You know what a microphone is?
Drew Gate.
It was Nick Cage. We used to wrestle Drew Cage. Different guy.
Are you sure? What should be the theme for my son's first birthday party?
I mean, it may not be this Drew Cage, but we wrestled. The theme for his first birthday party? Let me give you some advice as a father. It doesn't matter. They're not going to be into it, and they're not going to remember. So do whatever you want. He made me remember thinking about his first birthday party. You know what I remember from her first birthday party? He cried the whole time. We had her dressed up as a cat. We had cat cake. She didn't
Theme for the next Christmas party.
She's 3.5.
So I was covered half up. The theme for what? Oh.
She may like that.
Johnny Stewart. Granny's 100th birthday plans contest.
That's not bad.
His kid's first birthday. Uh-huh. Yeah. Ah, okay, gotcha.
Skylar Mishra says Christmas limerick.
Let's do Christmas.
Theo Kohlberg wants to know, how do you feel about there being another double G in the Empire?
Okay,
Yes, Derek.
I'm fine. That's great.
I'll ask you.
The more the better. The more guys willing to do shows on days I can't do shows, the better.
Okay. Toby Travalos. Best Christmas/Undertaker mashup poem.
Not bad, actually.
We'll save that.
I actually like that.
It's not Thanksgiving.
A poem, a Christmas Christmas poem involving the Undertaker. Yes. Okay. That's a winner. That's the best one so far. Yes.
Okay.
Hayden Fowler wants to know, Granny, why are you not playing fantasy football? You know what we should just do? Is like every holiday, we should do Undertaker poetry, Undertaker Thanksgiving, Undertaker Christmas, Undertaker Columbus Day, the Undertaker Easter joke, Undertaker Easter, Undertaker Arbor Day. There's so many options. Let's do it, Granny. We're doing this up. You say, Granny, listen, this is the next contest. I'm deciding. An Undertaker Thanksgiving poem. Right. Has to be a Thanksgiving poem that involves the
She sounds so adorable.
You're reading these or are we done? I think we're done. What do you think? What do you say, Granny? How come you only got 12 minutes? That doesn't even seem possible. Well, yeah, there's a 10-minute break. Why don't you read a few more?
It's not longer than that.
No, time was not recording because you were working on technical stuff. We had Granny read it 6 times. Yeah, me and Granny were working on technical stuff. And it didn't fix anything. People would have been listening. All right, go.
Delivering
other places would you like to eat outside?
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
What's the Chinese restaurant in Woodland? Have you ever had a chicken sandwich at Kentucky Fried Chicken?
I've had
You
their
don't know
pot
what this means to me.
pies.
Whole lot of memories in these old tools.
You've never had a chicken
Can't
sandwich?
replace with a Kyle picture.
You went to Kentucky Fried Chicken with a pot pie?
I usually just get two chicken wings and mashed potatoes and gravy. That's all.
Wait, you see the weapon?
What?
Sam Bridges. You are.
You go out.
I mean, they're not good, but like, I'll eat.
Pretty boring when it comes to eating.
Well, I guess this next question is dumb, man, but that's it anyway. Anthony Gonzalez wants to know if you've ever had ghost pepper sauce.
No thanks.
Andy Christmer says, since the tag team names contest was a success, there should be a similar contest creating a Survivor Series team name. Let's move on. Let's do the wrestling report here this week, Grady. What do we got?
Okay, but who had
Does my grandma have a wavering voice?
winning?
Well, we'll just say the Christmas one's the winner. Toby Travalos. Toby Travalos.
Okay, but I'm not setting him any money. Oh, that's another thing.
Why'd you ask?
You know what? Every time we pick a prize winner, it seems to be out of the country.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
And the last one,
They're funnier than us.
we had so much trouble trying to get the money across that I wound up sending him a check because PayPal kind of, I don't know what happened, but I don't, it was so confusing.
Listen, Grady, listen, I know that you want to be like a whatever, but I mean, it's just a stupid contest on a radio show for $10. Like, if you can't accept PayPal, you're not going to get the $10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're really going to send a check to the UK for $10 for a contest on this show?
And it'll probably come back because I probably didn't put enough stamps on it.
Toby Travalos,
How
by the
big
way,
are these
lives in
checks?
New South Wales, Australia.
Yeah, he's from, that's probably why he's not getting any cash this time. Just laying her foot down. All right, Granny. What do we got?
Oh boy. I can't see this too well.
What happened?
I did it in blue ink. Okay, here we go.
Are you colorblind? Is the paper blue? Yeah. Did you write blue ink on blue paper? What happened?
Brian, it happened to me again. I get on there and it said NXT. So I'm watching a wrestling match and so then all of a sudden it flips over to 205.
Wow.
So
Are you
now-
10 feet away from the microphone or what's going on?
Oh, okay. Anyway, this is 205, November the 6th. Nice versus Angel.
That's NXT.
Oh, see, I got 205 because I thought that's what it was.
Well, I think you're confused because there are 205 live guys on NXT now.
Oh, okay, that's probably what it was. 'Cause
Yes.
I had NXT on here and I scratched it out and put 205. Okay. There's a 450 splash and genetic kick.
Excuse me, a genetic kick?
The usual
I didn't get that, Gene. It's past the generation.
and figure fours, 2 counts, top of the rope, leaps, Angel wins. Now let's see.
Your internet sucks today, Granny.
What rating did you give that match, Granny?
Give it a 5. And so the Angel won it, so he has to wrestle Rush next week.
Yes, he has to. He has to wrestle this Lita Rush fella. Yeah.
Okay, then I have NXT November the 6th with Shayna Baszler versus Dakota Kai.
She got that one. Yeah.
20 to 30 punches, dash and forward.
Excuse me, what? 20 to 30? Oh, 20 to 30, I got it.
More than 20, but less than 30.
I got it. So about 28 or so.
It's just an unusual expression from Granny.
We got it.
20 to 30 punches, Granny. Go ahead.
Roundhouse kicks, both staggering. Rolling sub-holds, many 2 counts. Kai held her own for a while, but Baszler comes back with a sub-hold for the win. And I give that a 5, and I don't like Baszler.
But she still gave it a 5.
Okay, then we got Priest versus Dunn.
You know, there's a lot of people, Granny, that you say that you don't like, but I think that deep down you do like them.
You say so.
Yeah.
Not her, though. Now, I don't know what this is from. Priest versus Dunn.
NXT, Granny. These are all NXT matches.
Oh, okay. Okay, Elite Frog around miss kick. Back kicks. Arm sub-holds. German, is it duplex or suplex?
It's suplex, Granny.
Whatever you want,
Since
Granny.
you asked, yes.
Outside ring slam on the apron. Double stomp on fingers.
Hardest part of ring.
Down on the mat more than up. Another stand there waiting for to be jumped on. So Priest wins. I give that a 7.
Oh, wow. After all that, you gave that a 7. That's pretty impressive.
Wrestlers stay down more than up. You will get good grades.
Yes, and they lay there waiting to get jumped on.
Stand there.
I've only got one more, but it's kind of long. It's May the 2nd or 3rd. I think it's May the 2nd, 2002. Ric Flair comes out, does a promo on how everyone is trying to get rid of him. Says he isn't going anywhere and wants to beat up on Hogan. I think on the 13th of May, they had half a match.
Half a match?
Not long into the match, Rick gets a chair. The ref takes it away from him, and Flair pushes the ref, so they have a back and forth push. A progressive back kick.
Is that like progressive bingo where the jackpot gets bigger with every prize? The more you throw this kick, the more it hurts?
Rick kicks Hogan in the unmentionables. Hogan in much pain. Hogan comes back, drops Rick over his shoulder. A guy from somewhere comes in and disrupts things.
She's so
And
fucking cute.
then Cold Stone comes in.
Cold Stone.
He's up on Rick. And so Hogan wins. But 2 guys came in. No, that was Cooper. Anyway, I gave that a 7 too.
Oh, wow.
So I only have one thing left here, and that's
on, Pooch.
2020 predictions.
Excuse me, 2020 predictions.
Yeah.
Okay.
She sprung this on us. I did not predict she would do this.
I didn't either.
Change colors from red to blue in the belts, I guess. Trouble competing with AEF or AEW.
Yeah.
SmackDown will be canceled.
Oh, really?
She's doing predictions.
Has to go. Then over NXT, and Triple H gets fired.
Excuse me.
Okay.
She sprung this on us. I did not predict she would do this.
I didn't either.
Change colors from red to blue in the belts, I guess. Trouble competing with AEF or AEW.
Yeah.
SmackDown will be canceled.
Oh, really?
Lawler has to go. Then Vince takes over NXT.
Now, to be fair,
And Triple H
Fragile
gets
and her crew
fired.
never did me wrong.
Maybe Triple H gets
Could say I
fired?
owe them even.
Yeah, how about
If
that?
they're
Where did you find these predictions?
And that makes them as bad as him, don't it?
YouTube.
As if all the
There
motherfucking
was 10
terrorists
of
are
them,
coming
but I
together
just,
like
uh,
one
Well, the
family.
best ones.
I can only imagine one's worse than those.
Might be time for us to do the same.
All right. Well,
Maybe
excellent,
there's hope
Brady.
for us
Thank you
after
for the
all.
predictions for the year 2020.
At least if there's
Sounds very,
more
very
folks like
exciting.
you.
And anything
Safety in
else?
numbers, huh? And the new America to boot.
All right. Well, you may need to call Comcast
Connect
to get your
me to the
internet.
Title
fixed,
Network.
Brady, 'cause it's a disaster right now.
It's not the internet, it's the computer. And Lynn said she'll hook one up for me, but not until Christmas.
It's not the internet, it's the computer.
Well,
You realize the internet runs through your computer?
no, but what would it cost to hook these up? Wouldn't it be like Facebook or something like that?
Well, if your computer is freezing up and it's just like turning black, then yes, that's a computer issue. But you're having issues where your internet is cutting in and out. It's happening on this show as you're talking. You'll hear it. You all of a sudden turn into like a robot.
Well, the only thing I have right, though, it just all of a sudden I'm looking at something and it freezes up, and I have to go all the way out and come back in to get back onto what I was
So
watching.
you probably do need a new
Now that you're looking out for me, it's
Yeah,
only fair that I look out for you.
So
I'll keep me connected. Sounds
Yeah,
fine. Use my
whatever you
best
threw
tools.
around on the ground right there that we
Together
all
we all
heard.
might
With the
live a
big
little
ass
longer.
monitor.
Oh,
What you do?
by the way,
That's my
check out this beauty I made.
Why do you have a
It's
flash?
called a bullet gun. Should keep anyone from giving you trouble for a minute.
Looking at my paper with it.
It's non-lethal, of course.
Wrote it in blue and I
I
couldn't
can't
see
promise
it.
it
Nice.
won't leave
So
marks,
use a
but
flash.
that's on them. If you think you could use it,
That little
take
kid
it.
got it for free.
Great thing. Wow. So we went to get the oil changed at the
Ebola
Jiffy
gun,
Lube
huh?
up the road.
That could come in handy.
And you know, you go in
As
and they
is,
give you
you
like
can use it
there's
to
like a
restrain
little cooler
human
there
targets
with
without killing them.
a water.
But swap
like
out
4
those
ounces of
wires
water,
with
just
strands
two
spun from
tiny
your
little
blood,
bottle.
and it might
I
even
took
work on
Paisley there for the
BTs.
oil change.
Go
And I
ahead.
said, hey, let's get
Give
a
it a
free
whirl.
water. So I gave her the little thing. This is months ago. It doesn't matter where we go, she wants me to get her a free water. Which, of course, everywhere, it's not free. I have to buy a water bottle so that she can have a free water. So I think your free flashlight.
Well, you've done
So
your
you're
bit.
still fine.
Time for me to do mine.
I try to talk her out of it, but she's, you know.
But she is stubborn. That's new order. She got that trait.
No, she's demanding. Anyway, anything else, Granny? Would you shut up, Vinny? You idiot. What else, Granny? Nothing?
I don't have anything else.
Okay, we'll talk to you after a while then.
Okay.
Next 2 prepper way stations integrated with the Cairo network. Just 1 more left.
The word I was looking for was charming. She's charming.
That's also a nice word use, right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Before we begin this full year review, I do want to say a quick note. My wife and her friends flew down to the Bay Area for the Seahawks game on Monday night. And then once she had this trip planned, she learned there was a New Japan show the same weekend.
She went to New Japan.
My wife Bridget went to New Japan.
Wow.
I want to thank everyone who said hi to her and took care of her, including Dave Meltzer.
Really?
Who got her a better seat.
Wow.
So thank you, Dave, for taking care of my wife. I appreciate that.
He mentioned nothing about this last night on the show.
That's what she told me. She may have been drunk. It may not have been Dave.
I'm pretty sure it was Dave. I'm pretty sure he could get her better
Right.
seat.
It sounds like Dave. So with that out of the way, thank you everyone for being so nice to my wife. All Elite Wrestling Full Gear, November 9th, 2019. Young Bucks versus Proud and Powerful open the show.
Well, first you missed the Britt Baker beat
Weapons restrictions
I
lifted.
did not watch the B-show or the dark match, whatever you want to call it.
Britt Baker working with the flu. Oh, you imagine. Can you imagine working with somebody that has the flu?
I'll be back, yeah.
Ref's gonna get sick, beat
Is that important to
Priestley.
do this match?
Yeah, actually it was important. So they had a match, and B worked over her head because she gave Britt a concussion a month or so ago.
I see.
Yeah, which
So she's concussed in him.
I never, well, she's not concussed now, but she'd been given a concussion which led to this feud.
I see.
Listen, all due respect to everybody, I hate the gimmick where you have a real injury, and so they work over the real injury. You know what I'm saying? Like if you come back from neck surgery and people start working over your neck. You know what I mean?
No.
The reason she got a concussion was because she accidentally got kicked in the head. So now you're going to do a match where B is fake kicking her in the head? Accidents happen. That's why this whole match is taking place. Because of an accident. So she's kicking in her head, and Britt makes a big comeback, gets her destroyer, puts her in the lockjaw, gets a submission. Match was okay. The fans were respectful. They responded to everything. After the match, Britt leaves and B is down in the ring. And Awesome Kong and Brandy. Awesome Kong pulls out a knife. She lays out B Priestley with a back fist. And then she chops off a chunk of B's hair.
I must have some sort of sixth sense that tells me to rally sometimes. Because, like, I was like, oh, it's getting dark outside. It must be about time for dark to
Still got an hour. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that's a while.
It's the same thing fucking happened last night with Watchmen. 2.5 hours before Watchmen. Oh, it must be about time for Watchmen. I was about ready to leave the dungeon and save my game, get set up for the show. 2 hours. I was like, what the fuck? And just getting darker is throwing me off.
It's awesome. Yeah, not a good idea. You got that daylight savings and all that.
Chopping off everyone's hair with a knife.
She's the new Bruce Lee.
This is weird. And I presume, if we recall, did Brandy not raise Kong from the dead via voodoo?
That was the impression I got.
Okay, so I think that she's getting all this hair to put voodoo spells on everyone who women. That may be in there. I hope it's not. That's what it sounds like to me. Because you like stab the doll and then someone's gonna grab their back in the middle of the match. I hope that's the idea behind voodoo. Yes. This Papa Shango thing wasn't cool back then.
He never did voodoo dolls. I think. He did voodoo magic.
He did do a lot of magic.
Just made people vomit and light on fire. So then we had the Young Bucks versus Crown. The Rock and Roll Express in the front row, including Ricky Morton and B, dopest red smoking jacket. It was awesome. So there's some generational conflict going on between those involved and those watching AEW because they tried to enforce tag team wrestling rules in this match. Like when the ref waved it off, and they made a legal tag behind his back and not allow it to enforce the rules. And Jim Ross is talking about what a great job he's doing, and the crowd is booing, and cursing out the ref.
Now listen, I've talked about this 1,000 times. Everybody's doing whatever they want because they just work in every different indie promotion around the world. Now you're at AEW and we need rules. And I can tell you for a fact that there is a movement to get everybody to obey the rules. It ain't gonna happen overnight. Now, the reason the fans are mad is because the fans so far have not had to deal with rules. They should have had rules from day one. And instead, it's like they're 5 weeks in and they're trying to now enforce them. And it's making the fans angry when this referee is just doing his job.
So, I had to dig the heat on Nick. And Nick took a kick and hit the ring. Yes. Nick Jackson sells his leg. Nick Jackson's ability to sell his leg alone. He sold his leg better than anyone sold anything in a long, long time. He's climbing the ropes. When he throws a kick, he sells his leg. In the big spot in the match is they're doing their comeback. He goes for the Meltzer driver and does a springboard, and he collapses because his leg hurts.
Yes.
Stole their
So
truck.
They hit him with a move, and hit him with a move, and hit him with a move, and hit the street sweeper and pinned him. Nick Jackson is an underrated wrestler. That's very true. I mean, I think everyone knows that the Bucks are great, but I don't think Nick gets the credit for being as great as he is. He's really great. When people say why they think the Bucks are great, it's usually spectacular combos and being great wrestlers. Yes, and they are. Match itself had kind of weird pacing, and the finish came out of nowhere. It was anticlimactic. It went back and forth for a long time. Yes. Before they finally got the heat. And they just wanted to do this match, and they did this match, and the people liked it. It went 20 minutes. The only thing that I didn't like is I can't believe that the Young Bucks lost again. They are doing the losing. They're doing the story where they're falling down the things in the ring. And I get that that's the story that they had to lose here, but you know, I wasn't upset when Private Party upset the Young Bucks in the tank. Dave was very upset. His theory is, you know, theoretically there's a lot of new fans watching, and you gotta get over, you can't just assume that the Young Bucks and Cody and Kenny Omega and all these guys are gonna be over. You gotta get them over. And if you want to have them lose later on, they can lose later on. And I was fine with Private Party getting a big upset because the crowd was super good and everything like that, but I watched this match and they lost. And all I could think was, if you are a new fan, you decided to try out AEW on TNT, you watched it for 5 weeks, and you really liked it, and you decided to buy this pay-per-view. Like, the Young Bucks come across as nothing special as a team. Not in the ring, but like, they lose all the time. They lost in the tournament. They won a trios match with me. They lost here. It's too much losing. Off the top of my head, they won once now in, what, 7 shows? Pay-per-view and Dynamite? So Sammy Guevara comes out to celebrate with Connie Powerful. You have the loaded sock. They're going to take these Young Bucks down, but the Rock and Roll Express make the save. In the process, Ricky Morton hit a Canadian destroyer and then a big giant tomato. It was awesome. I was blown away. Had the biggest pop of anything all night. It actually did. Well, not all night. In this thing. Yes. And Jim Ross used the word hyperbole. It's not the word he meant, it's what he said. Yeah, the Rock and Roll Express is great. They have done a match with the former LAX. I hope they do it again. This would be a great TV match to build up to, or you could do a multi-person match with the Bucks and whatever. I don't know if I mentioned this on Thursday when we reviewed TV, but Sammy Guevara is very special because I've been watching this show and he never wins. He like always loses. Best ever. Well, I mean, more than that. He is such a cocky, irritating little prick that he never has to win. You just, like, you want, it's like Stone Cold and Stunner. You just want to see him do the Stunner on every show. Sammy Guevara could win 1 out of every 100 matches, and he would still be over. Because he's the kind of guy that you just want to see him get beaten on every single show. It's not like in WWE where if he never won, he'd be like a jobber, and he'd just be like a geek. This is a perfect role for him. The guy that just gets beaten up on every show to make you, the viewer, happy. He's a fabulous douchebag. That's what I'm trying to say. I agree. Pac versus Page. So they had some delivering cargo. They had a struggle. Sort of the attack.
I've been expecting you. You are my lifeline.
And man, it was
I've only managed to get this far thanks to
There's
porters.
one point you could hear
And you
exactly
don't ask
one
for
person
anything in
chanting
return.
bastard shit
You have my gratitude.
over and over again.
Let's see
I think
how
about maybe
the
Diva Profane chant I've heard.
Who else? It's Playhouse Cowboy shit.
Yes,
This is great. Excellent job. Thank you.
So, Paige is a big giant moonsault press from the top of the floor. And then out of nowhere, Pat grabs and hits a brainbuster onto an unfolded chair on the outside. This was insane. I screamed. You go back and forth for a while. They start to kill each other over and over, and now the crowd's finally getting into it, which is a sign of a well-worked match. Where they're not into it at the beginning, but they are into it at the end. And Pat goes to the black arrow, and Paige dodges that.
And Pac tries a low blow. Pac tries a low blow. Pete sees it coming and blocks it. Very reminiscent of the Pete Dunne Damien Priest feud in NXT. But he catches the low blow, hits a big lariat, hits the Deadeye for the win. This definitely peaked at the right time. This is a good wrestling match.
Listen, I wasn't at this show. And I go to a lot of wrestling shows, and I tell people about the crowd. And I hear people that weren't at the show telling me about the crowd, and I'm like, dude, I was there. I'm telling you about it. So, people who were there said the crowd was great all night. And watching on TV, I did not get the impression that the crowd was great all night. And it's very weird because, as you noted, the crowd was great at the end of this match.
Yes.
But they weren't great at the beginning of this match, which tells me it wasn't my TV.
No.
And if I can hear one guy screaming in the middle of a match, that tells me the rest of the crowd is quiet. So I don't know what to say. I realize I just tried to explain that I thought I knew what the crowd was like even though I wasn't there, after chastising people who do it to me. But it is weird. The crowd just, they were up and down during the show. And they were down at the beginning of this match on my television.
So don't expect them to share intel or help with the development of new tech. In an ideal world, everyone will be a part of the user of course. But failing that, we want everyone to at least be a part of the network. They can always change their
The
minds
highlight
after
of
the
this
fact.
match was when Spears
The
took him to the
Cupid will
corner and tied
interface
his
differently with
ponytail
the
into the
terminal
tightrope.
depending on the type of contract. So connect your Cupid to
Yank
confirm.
himself free with some hair behind. Okay. So I'm asking myself, we were just talking about the crowd. I mean, it was quiet at the beginning of the Hangman Page match, but it's just flat for this match. I'm trying to figure out why, like every episode of Dynamite has seemed more lively and more fun than this pay-per-view. I'm trying to figure out why the crowd's so dead. And then Sean Spears completely blamed the page. Sean Spears did a DVD and he won. Yes, well that would kill me. Could be hurt of my sales.
Hey, people really didn't like this match.
It was bad.
I thought it was fine. I had one massive problem with this match, and that is that Spears gives him a power slam on the floor. He gives him a back suplex on the apron. He's clearly trying to break this guy's back. He throws him in the ring and he puts him in a...
Well, it is windy, so it's probably carrying from somewhere.
So angry. The only times I've
Yeah, it
noted
is.
that there's very few wrestlers in AEW. There's two guys that do wrestle. One of
The
them
company
is Pac,
just got too
and
big.
he did one and he just...
Times like these, we should all keep it close and tight. That goes for couriers too.
Come on.
Otherwise, we'll
Come on.
just make the same mistakes.
He jumped way too early.
Corporations, coalitions, states, connecting all kinds of people together. It's just asking for trouble.
The only times I've
Sorry.
noted that there's very few
Been a while
wrestlers.
since I
Suplex
last talked to
match.
anyone.
It was bad.
Travel
I thought it was
safe.
fine.
It was
I had one massive problem with this match, and that is that Spears gives him a power
Please
slam.
access delivery terminal for further
He gives him
information.
a back suplex on the apron. He's clearly trying to break this guy's back. He throws him in the ring and he puts him in a chin lock. I was so angry. The only times I've noted that there's very few rest holds in AEW, there's two guys that do rest holds. One of them is Pac, and he did one and he just kept going. And Pac is unbelievable, so I'm not going to complain about it. It was over with quick. And the other is Sean Spears. Both, I might add, WWE guys. They've been through WWE. Sean Spears put on a chin lock after working over the dude's back. I was done. And you rest holds with Noah.
The highlight of this match was when Spears took him to the corner and tied his ponytail into the tightrope. And then Jonas yanked himself free.
Excellent work, Sam.
So I'm
We
asking
brought
myself,
three
we were
way
talking about
stations
this.
into the fold.
I mean, it
The
was
preface
quiet at
on
the
the
beginning
grid
of
of
the
the network is looking better than ever.
It's just flat for this match.
We're planning to use a
I'm trying to
regional
figure out
distro
why,
center as our
like,
next way
every
station.
episode of Dynamite has seemed
But
more
that'll have
lively
to
and more
wait.
fun than this
Got a
pay-per-view.
priority task here.
And I'm trying to figure out why the
Mess
crowd's
and
so
need to
dead.
clean it up.
And then
We need you to recover
Sean
one
Spears
of Lake
completely
Nut
blamed
City's
spiked
system
powder over the
servers.
floor.
They
Sean
sent it out
Spears
for
did a
repairs
DVD
and mules
and
hit
he
the
won.
transport on the way
Yes,
back.
well, that killed me.
The server
Here are my
contains
cells.
validation data for a new
People
delivery system
really
we're deploying.
didn't like this
Once
match.
in place, it will
What was
use the
that?
Cairo network to automate deliveries.
It was not.
I
To
had
us,
one
it's
massive problem
invaluable.
with this match,
To the mules,
and that is
may as
that
well be a
Spears
toaster.
gives me
A toaster they'll happily tear apart for the Cairo crystals and rare earth metals inside.
suplex on the apron.
If we don't act quickly, we
Trying to
can
break
lose
this
that
guy's
data.
back.
Wow.
So get your ass to the mules drop
Involve
site,
thumbtacks?
snatch the server, and bring it back to Lake Knot City.
So did it involve
I'm putting the order in
thumbtacks?
myself. Check your cufflinks for details.
There's two guys that do wrestling. One of them is Pac, and he did one and he just kept going. And Pac is unbelievable, so I'm not going to complain about it. It was over with quick. And the other is Sean Spears. Both, I might add, WWE guys. They've been through WWE. True. Sean Spears put on a chin lock after working over the dude's back. I was done. And the rest of the match was fine. I mean, maybe a little less than fine, but it was saved by Tully Blanchard leaping off the ring steps to help deliver a spike pile driver to Joey Janela on the floor. This guy's 65 years old.
You don't let him talk.
He's been...
He's out there doing spots.
He's been preaching for like 25 years. He's come out of the clergy to deliver spike pile drivers off the steps to the floor. I loved it. And then, yes, Sean Spears won.
Something is on fire.
I think they're going way too hard with Sean Spears.
Oh, you don't say.
Is there?
Whatever.
So, I'm sure everyone listening to this has at some point or another been
Huh.
aware of Jim Cornette's rants for AEW.
Oh shit.
One of the things he didn't like for AEW after wearing a mask, that really ruffled Jim Cornette's feathers. of all people, that ruffles Jim Cornette's feathers.
Now, I always thought it was a silly complaint. But then we go to a backstage interviewer named Golden Boy. Why? Why is he golden?
That's what he's known.
He's neither golden nor a boy.
He was Golden Boy before AEW, so he's just Golden Boy now.
Tan man. He's interviewing Kip Sabian. This is so weird. It was fine. It was, here is a new character, or at least a character getting more exposure. He used to get a promo.
I'm Sam.
He says, I was straight to the middle when I got to AEW. I found there was alliances all over the place. I needed an alliance, so I went with TH2. He did have a great line when he said, they've gotten up to a slow start. Can you name me one rock band that's ever had a hit right out of the gate? Golden Boy could answer, he yanked him right from the
Anybody hear me?
He introduces Penelope Ford, his Hot Blonde, they're the Super Bad Squad, and they insulted Golden Boy.
Super bad.
This is the kind of thing that gets done on free TV.
Well, there's also one of those things where it's good that you're here, Vinny, because you're an average person, and they're trying to attract average fans. So the whole story here is Penelope Ford is dating Joey Janela, who is the bad boy. She left him in real life for Kip Sabian, who is super bad.
Well, this explains then.
That's why she says,
Yes.
why be bad when you can be super bad? So if you know all of this, this was like a great little promo here. But if you're you, or all of the other people who don't know what's going on, you are left befuddled. So they probably could have done a better job explaining it.
And a tag team tournament recap. Then the tag title match with SCU defending against the Lucha Brothers and Private Party. Private Party and Lucha Brothers both have some terrible rings. Everyone has their battles. Pretty great. And then they just do this match, and it is a bunch of random stuff. Everyone is taking turns doing moves. And if you are one of the people who always have Private Party with rings and you didn't see it, that's fine. I'm not upset with you, but watch this match. Like every spot, you get every comeback in this sport. Not very good. Everyone loves a big green. I arguing with Private you're not green. Arguing is the wrong word, but just giving it different. Well, I rarely say this well where it's incorrect. They are absolutely, positively, without question, green. Maybe getting greener. That's not based on this. I don't know if I go that. So when Scorpio Sky tagged in to save the match, I got much better
Everyone loved the big train wreck spot, especially Phoenix jumping about 6 times to do one dive. And then Kaz kicks out of a shooting star press. They hit the SCU later. They hit whichever party it was. Really cool moves here. As a match, it was something. I thought for sure that Lucha was going to be on the burn and would come out and screw Pentagon. Pentagon dropped him on his head on the ramp. And that would be the finish. So they didn't do that. But another Pentagon showed up. Yeah. First Pentagon, I realized was an idiot. He started dancing with the other Pentagon. First they came Pentagon. Zero made on his. Yeah. So the first Pentagon assumed, he's on my side. He must be a friend. He knows my secret engine. Well, he gave the STO, and then he gave Phoenix the Angel's wing Pentagon. And it was weird because, like, I thought it was so obvious the moment the other Pentagon showed up who it was.
It was.
When he gave the STO, it got like a pop, but it didn't get a huge pop. And it wasn't until he hit the Angel's wing and started taking his mask off that the people actually knew who it was. It was flabbergasted. Like, how is it not patently obvious who this was? I like what they did afterwards. I still think my action was better. Because the finish that they did in the match was kind of flat. They did all of these crazy moves, all of this insanity, and finally, Private Party tries their gin and juice, and it just got broken up, and there hits SCU later and pins it. Like, the fans were like, what?
It was actually nothing special.
So I would have had the interference. The video package for Eddie Sakura was the sweetest thing ever. Just everyone being friendly. Here's Rio. I was with 9 in this video, which was very young. They've been training forever. She did gymnastics and got into pro wrestling that way. And it was adorable. Sounds like me. So everyone was Jim Ross actually pushed the video was too kind-hearted, too intense. So yes. Sakura is still doing the stomp clap, like We Will Rock You, and also doing the KO call and response with Freddie Mercury. It's actually starting to get over now. She finally starts to get even. She's scratching her back and fake crying and stomping the hell out of Rio. And Rio comes back with 1,000 stomps of her own. And it's something that they know. They're demonstrating 1,000 cradles at 1,000 miles an hour, and one of the cradles, Rio wins with. It was good. I mean, it was they were playing on a TV match where they exchanged a bunch of cradles, and on the TV match, Sakura pinned her to get the title shot, even though they already announced the title shot. And this one, they did the exact same deal, and
Who's talking? Ah. It's CD.
Sorry, Sam. I'm gonna have to ask you to build that somewhere else. I'm flagging that spot as off limits.
That was great when they were walking away. Kaz grabbed the belt because Kaz was right there.
Mm-hmm.
And as they're walking away, Kaz like throws the belt out in front of the camera.
Champs, baby, champs.
Almost there.
Oh, there's my boyfriend. I had a sex dream about him, so he's got to be added to the list. Fuck you. Traitor. Oh, I forgot about that spot where he jumped over the rail. Omega? I mean, sorry. Dude, I think I'm gonna have to turn on full gear again, even though I'm in the middle of a fucking battle. No, come back! No! I still don't understand how anybody can sit on that stupid dude.
Because he's stupid. It can stay off.
As they were doing the cradles, they did the exact same cradle from TV, and the crowd was, they thought it was going to happen again. But it didn't. And this time, Riho hit the tilt-a-whirl sunset flip for the pin. I thought it was a very good match. I know Dave thought it was like one of the best women's matches of the year. I don't know if I'd go that far. I thought it was very good. They did some really good stuff. Riho got the crowd at the end. I give it 2 thumbs up. A very good pay-per-view. Maybe the Cody Chris Jericho video package kind of stunned me because I thought it was early in the show for this, and then I realized how long these last 2 matches were going to go. So Cody versus Chris Jericho, with Dean Malenko, Arn Anderson, and the Great Muta as judges. Although it turns out that was just for a tease. They were never actually involved. I loved this match. It was awesome. I thought this match was out of this world great. Cody's best 2 matches in his career have been since leaving WWE. Probably a lot more than that, actually, but he would tell you. But his match with Dustin at Double or Nothing and his match here were just fantastic, fantastic stuff. So, first of all, just the way this was presented and the way they carry themselves and the intensity, but also the
integrity and intelligence.
Ah, see what you did there.
There's a deliberateness to this. A gravity. A gravity, yes. Both guys were terrified of making the first big mistake. So it was not a million miles an hour. They're working a little on the slow side, but there was an intensity to it, a gravity to it. There was, but I mentioned this on the Observer show yesterday. 8 announced judges. In the case of this went 60 minutes. And I thought that they announced the judges as a response to having 2 draws in major matches over the last 3 months. And wanting people to know that if you spend your $50, you're not going to get a draw. When it goes to time limit, you're going to get a winner, but it'll be these judges. So I presumed from moment 1, there's no way this is going to 60 minutes. But yesterday, everybody thought they were going to 60 minutes. If you were on Twitter, if you were on our board, anywhere you were on social media yesterday, all people talked about when this match started was, I'll see you in an hour. I'll see you at 10:15. All I heard was, it's going to go an hour. They've got the judges. Everyone was convinced it was going to go an hour. I think it hurt the first 10 minutes of the match for the crowd. The crowd was great. They were watching this like it was going to go 60 minutes. So luckily, about 12, 13 minutes in, You know, Cody started to do a big comeback, and all of a sudden, I think the fans realized he's making his comeback. This thing is not going 60 minutes. And once I think they thought it wasn't going 60 minutes, they got super into the match. But I do think the judges being out there causes a lot of people to think, hey, no, may as well not blow ourselves up now. We're going to be sitting here now.
So, the first big spot in the match is Cody throws Jericho outside from the announcers. And he's the one. It's the hunt. Use the stop. Cody's working the arm because Jericho uses the arm for the Judas arm to the elbow. And then Cody throws Jericho on the other side of the big entrance ramp. And he goes, the spot is he's going to miss a tope here. And in theory, it would be much safer than missing a tope on the other side of the ring where there's no ramp. Well, that was the theory. What really happened was Cody came down on the metal ramp on his face and tore his face open.
Huge cut.
And I actually stitches. I rewinded it to see. And my thought was like, we get right over that, we get in midair, and then I realized no, we can get. Because it's like a circle shape. This is not what you do with a razor blade. He tore his face open on the neck. The funniest thing was, there's blood everywhere, and there's not a big blood there before the cover. But the plan was, I'll miss it back on the ramp and sell my ribs. You can sell the ribs, which plays in the finish. So they stuck to that plan. You know, it worked out. That was very bad. They focused in. So there was a chin lock in this match, but it meant something. Because it was a chin lock by a guy who was already in dire straits doing it. This is an attempt to finish off a weakened foe. What's up? I don't know what else to do. Grab his head. Cody gets the knees up on a Rana, makes a super hot comeback, and he's slamming the ring again. Jericho goes to harass Mama Cody.
Ugh, the best.
She slapped him across the face.
She screams, "Fuck you!" and hits him in the head. His mother.
How many times have we on the Wrestling Nitro show when Judy Bagwell, something terrible would happen to her and Bagwell wouldn't care? Mama Cody slaps Jericho. Jericho pleads, Cody, before following up, goes to make sure his mother is okay. Yes, because Cody's a great baby face.
Yes.
Then he flies in the ring, and he runs wild on Jericho. He puts him in the figure four. Jake Hager, on the outside, breaks him with a punch. I forgot to mention, each man, much like a New Japan, has one corner. Yes. Jericho, since his brother Dustin was unavailable, Cody, since Dustin was unavailable, takes his best friend, MJF. And Jericho, of course, picks his tired muscle. So Hager breaks up the figure four with a punch. Jericho's pushed into Hager, but then when Cody is shoved into the ropes, Hager punches him again. Finally, referee Aubrey sees this. She ejects him. And MJF, of course, can't resist a ton of this man. Laugh at him, wave goodbye. So Hager beats the hell out of him. While this is going on, in the ring, Jericho does the Eddie Guerrero shot to the head. Where you hit the guy with the belt, throw it away, and then you sell two. So the referee has no idea what's going on. He goes to finish with the Judas effect. Cody blocks it. It's crossroads for two. They do a big giant punch exchange, which leads to the famous Rhodes family flip, flop, and fly. They counter each other's moves for a bit. Jericho goes all Hogan with the weight belt. Cody over again. Cody took a solid lean to his head. Well,
biting.
Hey, Sam. Guys like you make me proud of Hard Bridges. Thank you, Sam.
Jericho goes right back to it, steps in the head of the big nasty neck break. And MJF grabs that towel, and he's begging Jericho to fight free. And he's begging, and Cody can't escape. And MJF is forced to throw in the towel. That ends the match. Chris Jericho is still your World Heavyweight Champion. Cody is done. He can never challenge for this title again.
And he better not.
This is a beautiful pro wrestling match. This is awesome.
So when MJF throws in that towel, there's so many different things they can do from here, because if Cody would have been reaching for the ropes and MJF threw in the towel, you'd have known immediately this was a heel turn.
Yes.
Reality was, Cody was not reaching for the ropes. He wasn't getting out. He was screwed. So, really, like, that's a big aspect of this story. Everybody's mad at MJF for throwing in the towel, but, I mean, there is no evidence Cody was getting out. Right. So, hopefully MJF mentions that in this program. So, MJF gets in the ring, and when he first threw his towel, that we get all the finishes for this, he threw the towel and ended the match, and my first thought was, oh, this is going to get the wrong kind of heat. We have been screwed out of this finish that we paid all this money for.
Here, let me have a look at it.
But alas, I was incorrect. Gets in there.
Nice.
Cody's all sad.
Great deliverer
MJF
comes through again.
In tears.
Server's in perfect condition.
MJF was weeping.
It's a real relief
He's
to know I'm
apologizing
ready to say.
profusely. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.
Fans chant, you fucked up at MJF. Cody stands up because Cody is the greatest babyface. And because Cody, I guess, realized I wasn't getting out. He accepts
I've added a
MJF's
reverse
apology.
trike to the list of supplies you can
Accepts
fabricate.
his apology.
Lake Knott said he was
and begins
kind
to
enough
pat
to
him on the
provide the
shoulder.
blueprints as thanks.
And MJF
I'd
boots
tell
him
you all about
right
it, but
nuts.
didn't you used to have your own?
It's
Same
perfect
deal.
timing.
2 front wheels,
He
1
waited
rear,
until
battery
Cody
powered.
forgave him to
Fitted
kick
with an
him
auto
in the
charging
nuts.
unit that kicks in when not in use.
Cody falls down.
Requires skill to drive
Fans are
over
furious.
obstacle-strewn terrain.
MJF
Best
is
suited to
leaving.
long, flat
He
stretches,
gets
yada, yada,
pelted
yada.
with a drink.
We're working on securing
Security
you another
drags this
vehicle,
guy out.
so you can look forward to that too.
Actually, I'm not sure whether this was or was not a plant. I've heard actually both sides. But anyway, all that matters is Cody is in the ring and he's all forlorn. And they fade to black. He's lost his best friend. He's lost the chance to challenge for the title. So, I'm kind of torn about this. What they did was awesome.
Thanks, Sam.
The only question
With
I have
that
is,
data,
was
we
this the
can
right
finally
time?
move forward
Hey,
with our
listen,
plans for the new automated
you
delivery
can
system.
argue either way.
I'll
Yes.
tell the boys to
If
start
you
testing
think it was
bots
too
right
early,
away.
you're right.
You'll need to take it to the
Because
distro
you
center
just
south
started
of Lake Knot
watching.
City. Check the delivery terminal whenever
So
you're
it's
up
too
for more
early.
work.
The preppers
If you've been
had some
watching
things to
since
say
All
about
In,
Fragile.
if you've been
Sure you can
watching
trust her.
Being the Elite,
That business
if
was
you've been
big.
watching everything
But
that
I
they
told you
put
she
out,
hates him with
it's
a
not
passion.
true.
Enemy of mine,
That is
as
only
far as
a
I'm
portion
concerned.
of their audience.
Don't take my word for it.
So anybody that wants
Just
to tell
ask
me
her and judge for
that they
yourself.
felt that this was not
I'd
the
like
right
her to
time,
know.
I am not
We
going
need
to
her
say, I think you're wrong. I disagree. You are very welcome to that opinion. Because the whole idea of TV is to create a new audience.
Sam,
and to that audience,
it's fragile.
this was way too
You
early.
brought 3 preppers into the network
Well, it also pointed
and delivered everything they needed.
because of the way it was, which I thought was
As long as we're shooting the shit. You mind telling me what the deal is
like
with
you
you and
say, it
Biggs?
is not obvious.
Stories, huh? I'll tell you all about it.
He
In
may
person.
have been, he may
Meet me
have
at the
been trying
distro
to do best
center,
to help his friend.
south of Lake Knot.
And they gotta play this
You're
off
headed there
till at least
anyway,
one more
right?
big show with Cody trusting MJF.
New order
warning
available.
Cody about
Please
MJF
access
when he's
delivery
standing by his
terminal
friend,
or further
and then
information.
MJF has to back. Now the flip side of this is, if you do this, Cody does come off looking kind of stupid. Yeah. So we all knew it was coming. The longer you prevent it or postpone that, the stupider Cody looks. Like the one guy who didn't know MJF was going to eventually stab him in the back. So, like I say, I'm torn on that. But they decided to do it here, and once they decided to do it here, it was perfect. So that's cool. And that was the end of the pay-per-view. Technically, that was the end. Officially, it was. Yes. If you just stick around for what was next, which AEW takes no responsibility for, John Moxley versus Kenny Omega in a lights-out match. Well, where to begin? A couple things. Well, I'll start with before the match. I forgot how not good Justin Roberts is at being a ring announcer. What? Kenny Omega. 2 words. Wow, you're the first person I've ever heard say that they didn't like Justin Roberts. And then, John Moxley. 2 words. John. His name is John. So, like immediately, Moxley rolls outside and says into the camera, quote, "It's time for some fucking garbage wrestling." And that is what we got. They did a bunch of insane stuff with weapons. Do you realize I actually had people arguing with me that he didn't say that? John Moxley? No, the unsanctioned is time for some fucking garbage wrestling. That's what he said. That's what was his exact words. Into the camera. Yes. Point blank, staring at the lens. So, they did a lot of crazy and insane shit. They also did a lot of shit that we see all the time, especially because we've been watching the Retro Raws and Nitros. I've seen 7,000 guys get hit in the head with trash cans. I don't care about it anymore. My biggest problem with this match, aside from the fact that I don't necessarily like to see guys torture each other like this, it seemed to go, like, rather than start with the mildly violent stuff and then build to the super insane crazy violence,
Sam,
it started with crazy insane
a lot of
violence.
clients are
It
requesting
got very
you by
mundane
name.
for a while. Then
And
there was
while there
something
are
crazy,
orders we need you to
something
accept,
insane,
which
so
are critical
it
to the
didn't build
expansion of the
anything.
chiral network,
And after a while, I was just like,
there are
oh, look,
others
there's more
that you can
bloodline.
take
I
or
don't
leave
care.
at your
Proceed.
discretion.
Take it home.
It goes without saying, though, that it's in everyone's best
Well, I think
interest
that's
for you
one
to
of
do
the
as
big
much as you
things right
can.
now. There's a lot of people arguing about
And
whether they
more
like this
means
match or
more
not.
rewards.
I did not like this match for two reasons. The violent related reason that I didn't like this match is there was obviously some stuff in this match that was not real. I don't think the glass was real. I don't think the barbed wire, spider web, whatever thing, I think that was fake barbed wire. But it was abundantly clear that the barbed wire baseball bat and the barbed wire broom were real. Yes, okay. So, if you like to see dudes, like, really get punctured, like, okay, I know. My main problem with the barbed wire stuff is Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega, like 5 minutes into this match, they puncture their bodies with barbed wire. There's holes all over their body with blood coming out of it, including the head and neck. Then they proceed to take bumps in a dirty ring and on the filthy arena floor. One of these guys missed the last event because he had a serious infection. Staph infection. Okay, yeah. This is really stupid, okay? So, there was a lot of stuff in this match. It's like, I've seen so many great Kenny Omega matches. I've seen so many great Jon Moxley matches since he left WWE. They have a 5,000 times better match than this spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on top of that, I started blocking anybody that used the word boomer. I don't care if it's your meme or whatever. Like, if I saw boomer on my timeline, you were blocked yesterday. This has nothing to do with whether or not I like this style of wrestling, okay? I'm sure if you go back in the archives, you could